Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Yes, so now I can see myself. That means I am live. So, yes, good morning, my dearest NEET warriors. 21st June, 3 days from today. But I'm sorry, I'm not late. Actually, I wanted to communicate this, although I have placed that comment in the comment section as well, that we'll be starting at 11:15. Because, beta, the questions that I have brought for you have taken loads of efforts, not from me, but yes, from the complete community, from our complete PW team. And yes, beta, so finally, because we are approaching 21st, so the chemistry questions, the sure shot chemistry questions. Now, is this a paper leak? No, beta. Then how these teachers, how we teachers can easily predict this? Why we write this, sir, sure shot? Because, beta, NTA is quite predictable. They have to be predictable because they can only ask questions from NCERT, because there are 24-25 lakh students who are going to attempt for this JEE paper, for this NEET examination, and everybody should have a same page. Everybody should have the same resource. But yes, there are many multiple mentorship options, book options, publication options, but all the students cannot go. So that's why they restrict themselves. Even if you go for a UPSC exam, beta, the social studies that is there in NCERT. So I saw your comment, sir. Okay, so the only thank you, gaming. I have communicated that it will be starting around 11:15 now. The job that we have here is the questions that I will be discussing today, beta. Please make sure you are there with your pen and copy your register, whatever class notes you have. We have also, personally, I have also done the complete chemistry, the theoretical part and the conceptual part. But yes, now this is the time to perfectly apply all those concepts and maximize our efficiency with the relevant questions. So duration, Gayatri, duration of the class will be somewhere around 3 hours, maybe 3.5 hours. It depends, because I will be discussing approximately 100 questions. So let's, yes, so yes, beta. So with JEE Mains gaming, you can obviously feel, sir, JEE Mains is quite predictable, and NTA has to give 20 papers per year. So obviously they have to be predictable regarding the concept. So without further ado, Gayatri, it will be around 3 hours, 3.5 hours, है ना? But we'll be closing before 3, because obviously after that you have your biology practice session as well. So come on, let's start. I will be giving you, although for organic reactions I will be giving you 45 seconds, and the 45 seconds for this biomolecule question, because biomolecule, beta, is a chapter from chemistry which you do not afford to lose, because this will definitely land you maybe one, maybe two, maybe three questions. And the predictability is only through NCERT. Now the question is in front of you. It is telling you, the statement one is glycosidic linkage in sucrose is present between C1 of alpha, yes, alpha D glucose, and C4, hai, beta galactose. No, sir. This sucrose is a disaccharide of glucose and fructose. So, sir, and what carbon of, sir, beta D fructose, and what carbon make the glycosidic linkage, sir? The C2 carbon. So obviously this is incorrect. Obviously this is incorrect. Statement 2 says that polysaccharides are non-sugar. Yes, definitely polysaccharides are non-sugar. Only monosaccharides and oligosaccharides, having 2 to 8 member chain, they are 2 to 8 10 member carbon structure. Yes, they are more or less sweet to taste. That's why they are sugar. So definitely this is correct. That means B is your answer. 1 is correct, 2 is incorrect. I hope you guys are very much comfortable and confident with biomolecules. The percentage is less, but I hope this is clear to everybody. Statement 1 is incorrect while statement 2 is correct. Yes, perfect, Karan. So we have participants, but yes, I guess you people missed this one. So again, one more question from biomolecules, giving you 45 seconds to attempt this. Which of the following statement is correct? Make sure, beta, you are reading these questions very properly. Very properly. I hope you guys are reading the questions very properly. Now, there are four statements, and you have to give the correct statement among them. So, glucose is a reducing sugar. Yes, sir, glucose is definitely reducing. Sucrose is a reducing sugar. Sir, technically all the monosaccharides and disaccharides are reducing because they can react with Tollens and Felling reagent. But sucrose, the anomeric carbon is caged because of the glycosidic linkage. So the ring opening cannot take place. So therefore this cannot act as a reducing sugar. That means this is definitely incorrect. Maltose is a non-reducing sugar. Sir, all the monosaccharides and disaccharides are reducing sugar except sucrose. So maltose is definitely a reducing sugar, sir. That means it is also incorrect. And lactose, sir, you have already communicated. All the monosaccharides and disaccharides except sucrose are definitely reducing sugar. That means A and D are correct. That means C becomes your right answer. 73%. Great, great, awesome. Moving to the next one, and an inorganic question. So giving you 30 seconds to attempt this. Your time starts now. Kindly make sure you are reading the complete question properly, beta, because most of the time what we do, we presume what is given in the question. Don't do that, because that will definitely create an beta. Then after the examination you feel, arey yaar, I have done that just this much of error. Actually, this is not a silly mistake, beta. People do this, that they presume this is given in the question. Even we as teachers, sometimes when once we attempt these questions, even we do that. So make sure you have a clear cut habit of reading the complete question without any prejudices. Sir, KMNO4 is an oxidizing agent. It can definitely oxidize I minus to iodine. But sir, in acidic medium, in basic or rather in neutral medium, IO3 minus is produced. Obviously, you can balance the reaction as well, but balancing would rather be taking time. So for us, as in, because we have to attempt 45 questions of chemistry in limited time. So I hope everybody got that. Yes, 83% of you have actually given the right answer. Now again, statement based question from biomolecules, beta. So giving you 45 seconds to attempt this, and your time starts now. Again, beta, you are given two statements. Which one is correct and which one is not is your job to do. Quick. Now, I hope everybody, you guys are biology students, so you definitely can crack this. Sir, DNA contains uracil as nitrogen bases. The rhyme which I give to my students, DNA contains four bases, which is TACG, and RNA contains UACG. So the difference is this uracil. This rather contains thymine. So definitely it is saying it does not contain. That means this is correct. Now, the enzyme that catalyzes hydrolysis of maltose into glucose is named maltase. Yes, maltose is a disaccharide, and to hydrolyze that into monosaccharide, you need a protein, and those proteins which act as enzymes are those proteins which catalyze those biological reactions are definitely termed as enzymes, and that is definitely maltase. So Both the statements are correct. That means C becomes your right answer. 75%. Great. You guys are awesome. 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 Moving to the next one. The hybridization and shape of manganese cyanide respectively are. So first you have to give hybridization. Sir, cyanide is a strong field ligand. Now because this is a strong field ligand, sir, force pairing will take place. What about manganese, sir? Beta, manganese is 4s2 3d5. Because manganese is in +2 oxidation state, so 2 electrons will be gone. What 2 electrons will be gone, sir? 4s, because that is outermost shell. So I will be having 3d5. But because ligand is strong, so technically this D configuration should be like this. But because of forced pairing, these electrons will be forced inside. How, sir? Obviously, this guy, this electron will be forced here. So pairing, this electron will be forced here. So pairing, but yes, sir, still it will be containing one unpaired electron. Although its magnetic nature is not asked, but it will rather be paramagnetic. Yes, but definitely because there are two empty d orbitals in the inner shell, so it will be forming an inner orbital complex with hybridization d2sp3 because coordination number is 6. And shape, sir, if coordination number is 6, either I form inner shell or rather outer shell, it will definitely give me an octahedral complex. So definitely your answer becomes a very, very probable question, beta. Yes, 72%. I hope those students who have done incorrect answer, they are also clear. Moving to the next one. And your time starts in 3, 2, 1, go. Thermodynamics, beta. A question from thermodynamics. Please do read the question properly. Quick. A question from thermodynamics. Certain quantity of an ideal gas undergoes isothermal expansion. Sir, isothermal, that means temperature is constant. Because temperature is constant, that means whatever variables you have among them, sir, internal energy change will definitely be zero because, sir, internal energy is a function of temperature. Whenever temperature is constant, sir, internal energy change will definitely be zero. Now, it is going from 5 liter to 10 liters. So that means this is V1, this is V2. That means it is getting expanded against a constant external pressure of 2 atm. Then for the process, what can you say? Change in internal energy, sir. Yes, this is definitely zero. Heat exchange, for that you have to apply delta U is equal to Q plus W. Sir, definitely this is zero. So Q will be minus of W. So heat exchange will be zero. No, sir. You will be doing work. What work, beta? Irreversible work. Because external pressure is constant. What will be the magnitude of work? Although if you were doing this question in your NEET examination, sir, definitely A is correct. So A will be your answer. But still, I'm making you because beta, obviously we are saying they are high probable question. That means the concept is highly probable. So maybe you have to explore all the options if at all you're not getting a perfect option in option 1. So what is formula for irreversible work? So formula for irreversible work is minus P external times of change in volume. Beta, this change in volume is always final minus initial. So final volume is 10 liter, initial volume is 5 liter with a negative sign. And what is the external pressure? I'm using 2 atm. So this will rather be minus 2 into 5, that is minus 10, but unit will be atm liter. Now, if you want to convert this into joule, then 1 atm liter is approximately 100, exactly 101.3 joule. So you have to use those multipliers, and definitely, obviously here, this is not zero. Sir, work is not zero. What about the delta S value? Sir, delta S for any system can be calculated as NCV ln T2 by T1 plus NR ln V2 by V1. Yes, definitely here temperature is constant, so this thing won't exist. But sir, definitely I can calculate change in entropy, which will not be zero because sir, log of 10 by 2 will be 2. So definitely you will have some value as well. Although you do not have to do this for because you have got your answer in the first go, but definitely you should understand beta that do all the logics very properly. I hope everybody is clear. Chalo, chalo, perfect, perfect. Moving to the next one. Yes, great. Moving to the next one, and time start. Okay, now let us not start the timer because sir, this is a beautiful case of qualitative analysis, sir. Salt analysis for cations. Please remember that list, beta. Please remember that list. It is going to help you like anything, sir. If I talk of manganese plus 2 iron, then this belongs to a group where reagent is, sir, ammonium chloride plus NH4OH plus you have to pass H2S gas because these D block cations are precipitated in the form of their sulfides. That means, sir, this A is definitely 3. If you just know this beta, your answer is there in front of you. But yes, because we are practicing, sir, Pb plus 2 is precipitated in the form of chloride, although PbCl2 is soluble in hot water. This precipitate will only be formed when the condition is mild. Although this is not mentioned here, so obviously the reagent is dilute HCl. Sir, what about Al? Sir, all these plus 3 cations belong to group 3. And for your group 3, what is the group reagent? What is for your group 3? What is the group reagent? Sir, this is ammonium chloride in presence of NH4OH. And for your Sr plus 2 cation, obviously it will be precipitated using ammonium carbonate in presence of basic medium. I hope everybody is clear. Chalo, that means D becomes your right answer. Moving to the next one. Yes, a beautiful question from organic chemistry, a logical one. So try to answer this one, beta. Assertion, reason. Please again read the question very properly, very properly. Quick, everyone. Bromination of phenol takes place even in absence of Lewis acid. Yes, sir, because phenol is a very powerful activating group. If you use Lewis acid, rather excessive bromination will take place. And the white PPT of what, sir? White PPT whenever I have phenol and I do bromination, let's say I do bromination, that is reaction with Br2 without any catalyst, then what, sir? There is no Lewis acid, still bromination will take place because this OH is a powerful activating group. Ortho and para, but para will become the major product. But sir, if you use Br2 and rather if you have used any of the catalyst or traces of the catalyst, or even if you have used water, still Br2 plus and Br minus will be dissociating, because even if you have used water, then also the medium is quite polarized. So excesses of electrophile Br plus will be formed, and rather you will be forming a white PPT. What that white PPT will be of, sir? This tri-bromo derivative. So this is saying bromination of phenol can take place. Yes, because phenol is a powerful activating group. That means this is definitely correct. Now, in phenol, OH group attached to benzene has highly deactivating. No, sir. It is highly activating, sir. This is opposite, sir. So obviously that one is incorrect. That means option C becomes your right answer. 61%. I hope, beta, I hope everybody is clear. I hope everybody is clear. Chalo, perfect. Awesome. Moving to the next one. The next question says, basic electrochemistry question, beta. So giving you 30 seconds for this. The question is quite doable as well. It is just asking you that correct statement regarding regarding your mercury cell. So what is the correct statement regarding a mercury cell? Sir, it is suitable for low current devices like watches. Yes, because in mercury cell, whenever you write the cell reaction, there are no ions, and because there are no ions, that means the potential will remain constant throughout the life. And it is definitely what is the voltage range, sir? It is approximately 2 volts. So it is applicable for those low voltage devices. So definitely this is incorrect. It consists of zinc mercury amalgam as anode. Definitely correct. And the electrolyte uses space of a base with a it should be zinc oxide, sir, because mercuric oxide. That's why it is wrong. That means A and B are correct. That means option 1 is your right answer. Maximum students are saying Delhi because you have done the same error, beta. I have said in the beginning only, what NTA is going to do is they are going to play with your eyes. This is not zinc oxide, this is mercuric oxide. No, beta. Electrolyte is zinc oxide. I hope everybody remember this now. Guys, chalo, perfect. Moving to the next one. Yes, a question from mole concept rather. So giving you 45 seconds to attempt this. Quick. Make sure, beta, make sure you are reading the question very properly. Make sure you are reading the question very properly, because this is what NT is going to do with you. They are going to play with you as per the given data. So please read the data very, very properly. So empirical formula in the given question is given to you. It's a carbon 1, hydrogen 2, oxygen 1. Its molecular weight is given 180. Then you have to determine the molecular formula of the compound. So definitely we know that molecular formula of any compound is nothing but empirical formula into some integer n. What would be that integer? That integer would be molar mass, molecular mass of the compound upon empirical formula mass. Now, sir, molar mass of the compound is given 180. We just have to calculate this empirical formula, which is 12 plus 2, that is 14, plus 16, that is 16 plus 14 becomes 10, 20 and 30. That means that this is just 6. So this will be C6H12O6, beautiful glucose. Now the question may be done while looking at the options also, but I hope you should know the complete process also, because rather it will be helping you like anything. Because now we are dealing with the conceptual side. Maybe the data will definitely change. Why maybe, sir? We are going to sit in the examination just for the different data, sir. The concept will be same, sir. So I hope everybody is clear. Chalo, perfect. 85% good. You people are rocking. Chalo, moving to the next one. So again, a question from solution and colligative properties. The high probable questions are RLVP, sir, delta TB, sir, delta TF, and osmotic pressure. Like for example, you are given 6 gram of urea. Sir, this is weight of solute. Remember, for the sake of mathematical ease, always I do this. You should also do this. Take solute as 2, take solvent as 1, and do your mathematics. So urea is my solute, so W2 weight of solute is 6 gram. It is dissolved in 100 gram of solvent, so this is W1. The solution will boil at, so sir, you have to give boiling point. So let us do delta TB. Sir, so delta TB will be equal to I. Sir, you do not care about I because organic compound does not show case of dissociation and association. So I will definitely be 1, sir. Kb into molality. So what is Kb? Technically for water you should learn also, but most of the time it is given, which is 0.52 for water. Now, molality is, sir, weight of solute upon molar mass of solute into weight of solvent. If used in gram, then I have to multiply 1000 in the numerator. So this is 0.52 into 6 into 1000. Now, sir, molar mass of solute, that also you have to calculate. Urea, very famous compound. If you add, I guess you will be getting 60. And weight of solvent, which is water, is 500. Now this is just a matter of calculation. I guess you can do that. And TB minus TB naught will be equal to the difference, and this TB is boiling point of solution and that TB naught is boiling point of solvent. So because solvent is water and answer is in degree Celsius, so let us take this as 100 degree, sir, but this should be in Kelvin. Beta, for change do not even care, because change in Kelvin and change in degree Celsius is just the same. So take it as 100. So 100 will be added with some data. So 100 will be added with some data. So not, it will be very small value, and definitely once you'll solve beta, I guess C will be your answer. Sir, yes. Multiply into divide plus minus, that is the thing you are going to go and do in your examination. What we can do here is learn the concepts. Chalo, I hope everybody is good. So answer for this one is, I guess, C. 71%. Very good. Garvita, Vinayak, Gaurav, everybody. Great, beta. Great. Awesome. Doing awesome. Moving to the next question. Yes, sir. Sequential question of organic chemistry. Very, very, very probable. Try to write the steps properly. Quick, quick, everybody. Quick, quick. You are given carboxylic acid. The first with Cl2 and red phosphorus, Helmholtz-Zelensky reaction will be happening. So this will be doing HVZ, which is Helmholtz-Zelensky. So the alpha carbon will be substituted. So I will be having 3 carbon carboxylic acid, but it will be substituted with a chlorine. This will definitely be your A. Now it is reacting with alcoholic KOH. Sir, what alcoholic KOH will do? Beta, alcoholic KOH will do beta elimination, and that too the alkene that you will be getting will be a conjugated alkene. Sir, it will be stable also. Why? Because pi sigma bond pi. So definitely, sir, this beta carbon will lose hydrogen and I will be getting a alpha beta unsaturated carboxylic acid, which is obviously shown in option C. So C becomes your right answer. Great, 75%. Arey, Neha is here, superstar. Very awesome. Great, great, great. Chalo, moving to the next one. Sir, basic question from unit chemical kinetics. And beta, this chemical, let me give you the analogy. Let me give, sir, rate of a reaction is equal to rate constant into concentration raised to the power order. If I go for the unit of K, what is unit of rate, sir? Sir, change in concentration, which is mole per liter, and change in time. So let's say, because every option is saying second, so second upon, sir, what is concentration? Concentration is mole per liter, but raised to the power order. So sir, this will be mole per liter. What is the general formula, sir? Mole per liter raised to the power 1 minus n into second inverse. So if your order is a zero order reaction, that means this is 0. That means this is simply mole per liter per second. Bombay will be your right answer. Make sure the order of the reaction can be best known by the unit of value of rate constant K. Learn this formula. I hope you do, but my job is to make you revise the high relevant concept that are going to come in your examination moving forward. Okay, so again, beta statement based question. Although assertion reason, but yes, you have to read through the statement. So please do that, beta. Quick. Be quick. Yes, definitely be quick, but be very precise with the reading of the question properly, beta. So please do read the question properly. So a basic question from isomerism. Statement 1 says neopentane and isopentane are chain isomers of each other. Yes, sir. What is neopentane? So if you should have a tertiary carbon and the carbon next to a tertiary carbon is a neo group, because it is saying pentane, so it will be just hydrocarbon. So this becomes neopentane. What is isopentane, sir? Iso is also a picture. What picture? First carbon, second carbon, and a methyl branch, and it should have a free valency. This is isopropyl group, because it is saying isopentane, so add 2 carbons, because this is propyl as an isopropane. This will be butane. This is pentane. So definitely, sir, they are having same molecular formula, but they are the main chain is different, sir. What is main chain over here, sir? 3 carbons. What is main chain over here, sir? 4 carbons. So definitely they are chain isomers. So this is correct. Reason, neopentane and isopentane have same molecular formula but different carbon skeleton. Yes, sir, that is the definition also. So both are correct and the statement is also correct. 87%. Great, great, awesome. So only concepts are asked, beta, and that is what we are doing with this discussion as well. So giving you 30 seconds for this, beta, because I guess uh, a basic question from p block elements. From what's a p block is removed, but beta chemical bonding is there, and this is common cells. Just read the question. Rhombic sulfur exists as S8. Yes, sir. Technically, it is a crown shaped structure. This crown shaped structure of sulfur. How many sulfur you can see, sir? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. While oxygen exists as diatomic molecule, yes, this is, sir, atomicity of oxygen is 2 and of sulfur is 8, so definitely correct, sir. What is the reason? Oxygen has ability to form p pi because all the elements which are very small, all the atoms which are very small and have high electronegativity, so they have capacity to form multiple bonds because they are small. So the pi bond will be having very effective pi clouding. So more effective is the orbital overlap, more strong is the bond. That's why atoms which are small and of high electronegativity, they are definitely, all those second period elements has the ability to form p pi. That's why oxygen form p pi bond and remains as a diatomic molecule, while definitely, okay, because of its small size and high electron. So this is exactly giving you the, which is not possible. Why, sir? Because sulfur is large, sir. So the orbitals will be highly diffused. So sulfur nucleus can't direct the diffused electron cloud to force them to form that pi bond. The pi bond will be ineffective. So definitely it will rather form more of sigma bonds, and hence octatomic molecule exists. Sir, why you are telling everything? We know. I know you know, beta, but there may be some students who are here to revise as well. So please have that level of compassion. Let me give what I want you to give you. Chalo. So answer is definitely A for this one. 61%. See, 22% said reason is not correct. So because definitely, beta, these things in examination also they may instigate you sometimes. So that's why I know where you will get stuck. So let me allow me to have this, or else I can just give answer and move forward, but that will not be constructive. I hope everybody is with me. Chalo, great. Awesome, people. Now, sir, beautiful question from again biomolecule, sir. The alpha amino acid, sir. So 10 essential and 10 non-essential alpha amino acid. 10 essential and 10 non-essential. So these are, nahi beta, these are not, these are high probable question, beta, not JEE, all expected questions. So do not think from where they belong to NCERT, beta, and you should definitely know NCERT in and out. So I hope everybody's clear. Now, sir, again, what is this, sir? This is isoleucine. Sir, how we will know? Sir, you have to remember and learn the table of 10 essential and 10 non-essential amino acids, alpha amino acids. Yes, I have already given a trick for you for who are essential, who are non-essential. Non-essential ones are, I have a rhyme, I have my mnemonic, which is they are centralized at Gaurav Singh Arora, GSA. So CGSA pro tyro, all the alpha amino acids who are starting with the initial C, G, S, A, pro and tyro, they are non-essential except one. There is one alpha amino acid starting with A, which is, how you remember that, sir? All the alpha amino acids starting with the alphabet C, G, S, A, pro, tyro are non-essential. But there is one alpha amino acid which is starting with A and it is essential also. That is arginine. So how you remember this? C, G, S, A, pro, tyro are non-essential except Argentina zaruri hai. That's a mnemonic. And with Argentina, you will always obviously remember arginine. Argentina, this is rather the essential amino acids. Then definitely you will be having your answer, which will be telling you that A is isoleucine. Then your B is lysine because it is having extra NH2 group. Your C is a carboxylic acid, which is definitely glutamic acid. And this D is also carboxylic acid. So this will be an acidic alpha amino acid, the famous aspartic acid. That means your answer is definitely option A. But yes, beta, you have to remember religiously these alpha amino acids. 50% of you have given option B as your answer, beta. I hope you can mark that difference now. I hope you can mark that difference now. Moving to the next one. So again, a question from mole concept, and your time starts now. The empirical formula, again, you have to determine. Hydrogen is 5.9%, carbon is 23.76%, and chlorine is 70%. You have to give the empirical formula. So rather, the basic thing is you can definitely, but rather beta, you can do the common sense also. Just calculate the molar mass of, but yes, you have to explore each option in that case. So then the only job is to do it very conceptually. How to do it conceptually, sir? I have hydrogen, I have carbon, and I have chlorine. So whatever weight you are given is 5.9. So then for carbon, I have 23.76. And for chlorine, I have 70.34. So first what we do, we divide them with the atomic mass to get the mole ratio. So definitely this will be 1, this will be 12, and this will be 35.5. I guess this will be approximately 6, this will be approximately 2, and this will also be approximately 2. Now then you have to do the simple ratio. How? Whichever is smallest, so these are smallest, so divide. So 2 by 2 is 1, 2 by 2 is 1, 6 by 2 is definitely 3. So empirical formula is C1H3Cl. That means option C is your right answer. I hope everybody got it. 80%. Fair enough, beta. Great. Awesome. Moving to the next one. Yes, a very probable question from ionic equilibrium. The basic definition, how you defined C for cute, sir. Thank you, Miss Dangerous. Chalo. So the next question is Bronsted and Lowry concept, sir, which is just asking you that the conjugate base and for Bronsted acid, sir, acid is a species which will give H plus, and after giving H plus, the conjugate part that I'll be having will be conjugate base. So from H2O, H plus gone, what you will be having, sir? OH minus. HF, H plus gone, what you will be having, sir? F minus. That means clearly, sir, this is Halwa question, sir. So option C becomes your right answer. Let me check. Halwa question is still incorrectly attempted by around more than 25%. I hope everybody is now clear with the definition. Moving to the next one from mole concept. Again, the volume of 2.2 grams CO2 at STP. Sir, number of moles, sir, formula we have to use. So number of moles in terms of weight is weight upon molar mass. In terms of volume is volume occupied by gas in liters upon 22.4. Now what weight I have, sir? 2.2 grams. So this is 2.2. Sir, CO2 is what, sir? 44. So molar mass is 44. Volume, sir, this we have to determine in 22.4. This is definitely 1 by 2, but 1 by 20. So this is nothing but 11.2. So because I have a 0, so this will be 1.12. So yes, option C will be your answer. Option C will be your answer. 72%. Great, great, awesome. Awesome. I hope, beta, these are all are the logics, beta, which will definitely be finding a place in your examination. Quick. For statement based questions, I'm giving you time because I know students don't read question. I do not know why, but yes, they do not read question. They just presume that this is given. So here definition from redox reaction is asked. The question is telling you, assertion is a disproportionation reaction involves oxidation and reduction of same element. Yes, sir. Disproportionation is oxidation and reduction of same element. The famous example is H2O2. Sir, here oxygen is in -1 state. It undergoes disproportionation by forming oxygen in -2 and oxygen in 0 state. So this is definitely reduction, and this is definitely oxidation. So whenever oxidation and reduction is taking place of the same species, that's a disproportionation reaction. So correct, sir. Reason: In a disproportionation reaction, the same element undergoes both increase and decrease on oxidation state, sir. Please, sir, very, very correct, sir. So both are correct and correct explanation also. But yes, once you know your answer, you are confident. Once you miss the theory, you become anxious. So that's why learn and attempt. So best way to attempt maximum in your examination is practice with me, practice with us. Chalo. The next question is in front of you. You have to give the atomic number, sir. Again, doable. So doable, but very probable. Doable, but very probable. Sir, un means 1, nil means 0, oct means 8. So that means this is definitely 108. So Delhi, I guess responses were not uh, taken by the app. Moving to the next one. Okay, so you may take 30 seconds for this as well. Quick, quick. You are given with Grignard reagent, sir. Then if I have Grignard reagent and that Grignard reagent is allowed to react with CO2, so then definitely we know this carbon has +4 oxidation state. And this will definitely be attracted by this minus of benzene ring. So this will be happening and this oxygen will be taking O minus. So that means I will be having benzene. It will be carboxylated and this O minus will rather be friends with MgBr plus. And post hydrolysis, post acidification, this thing will be gone. Here you will be getting H plus, here you will be getting OH minus. So you will be beautifully getting your benzoic acid. That means Bombay 66%. Beta, I am deliberately doing this. I am giving you the theory also, the NCERT concept also with it. So please make sure that whoever is attempting this incorrectly, please make sure you are sitting there with your pen and copy. Okay, B for बहुत cute, sir. Thank you. Moving to the next one. Moving to the next one. Time starts in 3, 2, 1, go. Quick. Time starts in 3, 2, 1, go. Sir, hydrogen bonding is absent in which? Beta, hydrogen bonding can only be applicable if the dipole-dipole attraction. So dipole-dipole attraction depends upon mu. Mu is charge into distance between charge. So obviously highest electronegative elements, sir, fluorine, oxygen and nitrogen can do it. And the bond length also has to be very small. Chlorine is although has approximately equal negativity as nitrogen, but sir, chlorine has large size. And because of this can have strong dipole-dipole attraction, but it cannot be referred as hydrogen bonding, while all the other cases, they can definitely have hydrogen bond. So your answer will definitely be option C, 60%, fair enough. Moving to the next one. Again, a basic but rather important from atomic structure. Please do attempt quick. A basic but rather important concept from atomic structure. Please do attempt quick. You are supposed to give the radial nodes. Formula for radial node is n minus L minus 1. Formula for angular nodes is L. Formula for total nodes is n minus 1 because you will add them, so you'll be getting, but here you are just as a radial node. So value of L, sir, for S, P, D, F, value of L is 0, 1, 2, 3. So this will be 5 minus 2 minus 1. That means this will be 3. That means A is 2. That means A is... Arey, 5 minus 2 is 2. Come on, yaar. Come on. What are you doing? What are you doing? Don't do this. So this is definitely 4. So that means A is 4. So these two can be your answer. If you just check B, you will get your answer. So this is 2 minus 1 minus 1. That means this is 0. That means this is 3. That means Bombay becomes your right answer. That means Bombay becomes your right answer, 74%. But yes, beta, make sure you are doing that plus minus very properly. Make sure you are doing that plus minus very, very properly. Chalo. Moving to the next one. Yes. Next question is about salt hydrolysis. So, although no numerical is asked in this question, even I feel instead of numericals, they will be challenging you with the conceptual questions. So, the question is in front of you, and the question is asking you that which of these salt will create cationic hydrolysis. So, if I need cationic hydrolysis, I need cations to be remaining in my equation. Let's say I have Ba interacting with water, sir, it will be forming base BOH and acid HA. So if I want cations to be there, then I will be reusing what? Sir, you have to use a strong acid. Why? Because if acid is strong and base is a weak base, then it will remain associated. So salt is always a strong electrolyte, so it will be B plus and A minus. Then water, then because this is weak, so this will be BOH. Because that guy is strong, so it will be dissociating as H plus and A minus. Sir, I want anions not to be existing in my ionic form of equation. I form cationic equation. So this can only be done with a salt of strong acid, which is nitric acid, and weak base, which is NH4OH. So A becomes your right answer. I hope everybody is clear. Yes, 74%. Great. A. Oh, yup, yup. Okay, great. Moving to the next one. Next question is again, beta, please, please, please learn those periodicities of boron family. Learn those periodicity of boron family, the highly notorious family, boron family. So the stability of +1 oxidation state increases in the sequence. Sir, for boron family, you should know everything. But here we are just applying the inert pair effect. And what does that inert pair effect says? That if I have Ns2 and Np whatever electrons, 1, 2, 6, then as we move down the group, the energy difference between Ns and NP subshell increases, because of which this NS subshell becomes very close to the nucleus and it start acting as a inner shell. And technically, definitely as we move down the group, size increases, and because of that metallic nature will definitely increase. But as a metal, what electrons you will furnish? Sir, I will only furnish my valence electrons, and these ns electrons, for as you move down the group, they start behave as a inertial electrons, and this happens to the greatest extent once the z effective nuclear charge is increased with a huge magnitude. So when does z effective increase to the maximum magnitude? When you have uh, electrons from the f subshell also. Why? Because they are having very poor shielding, but because you have filled f subshell, that means you have filled more protons also, so nucleus is heavy, shielding is poor, so all the 6 period elements have highest z effective, and therefore they will attract these electrons more. So group oxidation state -2, because these two electrons will not be participating in bonding as a valence electrons, because they have started to behave, they are starting to behave as an inertial electrons. This is nothing but inert pair effect. This is nothing but inert pair effect. Very important logic. And that's why down the group, their group oxidation for boron family, group oxidation state is +3. So not 3, but 1 electron will be given. So stability of +1 oxidation state will definitely increase down the group. So Bombay will definitely be your answer. Bagan, aloo, gajar in thela. Boron is not given, so don't bother. Percentage is less. I knew that and hence discussed everything. Sir, jaldi हाँ, okay. Isha, chalo, perfect. Nobody has compassion for other students, huh? Isha, one should have beta. Chalo, moving to the next one. Now you have a chemical reaction. Again, sir, a basic question from chemical equilibrium, it will be with some other numerical data, it will be there in your copy. It will be definitely there in your copy. Okay, chalo, chalo. Chalo. Now, what does the question tell you? Sir, A plus B forming C and D if the initial concentration of B is 2 times the initial concentration of A. So, let's say I'm starting the reaction as A plus B in equilibrium forming C and D. At time t equal to 0, the initial concentration of B is 2 times. So, if A is X, then B is 2X because initial concentration of B is twice that of A, and at equilibrium the concentration of A and C are equal. So initially it will be 0. Once equilibrium is reached, sir, let's say rather we prefer A or 2A because technically we feel X should be dissociated. So if A minus X is gone, then this will be also X because stoichiometrically it is 1:1, and X will be produced. But in the question it is told that concentration of A and C are equal. So A and C are equal, that means A minus X is equal to X, that means A is equal to 2X. So then can you give the equilibrium constant? Yes sir, we can definitely give the value of K. How? Concentration of product upon reactant stoichiometry is again 1. Concentration of product upon reactant stoichiometry is still 1. So what about concentration of product, sir? It will be X square. What about reactants, sir? A minus X and 2A minus X. Do I know relationship, sir? Yes, I definitely know relationship. So this is X square. Let me just write everything as X. So what will be A minus X, sir? A minus X, because A is 2X. So 2X minus X will be X. Sir, 2A as in A is 2X. So this is 2 into 2, 4X minus X is 3X. So that means, sir, again X square is gone. So this is simply 1/3, sir. I hope even if a student is not comfortable with chemical equilibrium, these mole concepts, stoichiometry, it is quite doable. But yes, you should be very much comfortable with the concept also. I hope everybody is good. I hope everybody is good. Chalo, perfect. Perfect. Chalo. Moving to the next one. Time starts in 3, 2, 1. Go again. Again, beta, please read the statement properly. This is what JE has done. Quick. Sir, can you please check and do radial node match the, because I feel your calculation is wrong. Okay, beta. Let us check that radial node calculation again. But first, let's finish this one and then we can definitely move forward. I hope everybody is attempting this. Quick. Chalo. C for chai pilo. Okay. C for chai pilo. So the question is asking us, 2-bromobutane reacts faster than 1-bromobutane in SN1. Now, what is 2-bromobutane, sir? I have butane and this is at position 2. I have 2-bromo, sir. That means this is a 2-degree alkyl halide. 1-bromobutane is, sir, 1-degree alkyl halide. Sir, obviously we know, sir, 1-degree carbocation is not at all stable. So in SN1 reaction, 2-bromo will definitely be reacting faster. So this is 2. The carbocation formed from 2-bromo is more stable than, sir. Definitely this is also correct. So both are correct. That means statement 1 is correct. Both are correct. That means C for chai pilo is definitely correct. Now 90% great, beta. Now the question, a student is asking about the nodes question, so let me explore this one as well. Sir, L is 0, 1, 2, 3. And what about radial nodes? Formula is N minus L minus 1. Okay, sir. So let us do it again. It is 5 minus 2 minus 1. So 5 minus 3 is definitely 2 beta. That means A is definitely 4. A is definitely 4. 2p's 2 minus 1 minus 1, that means sir it is 0 radial node. Because it is 0, that means B is definitely 3, sir. So B is definitely 3 beta. Then 6 minus 2 minus 1, that means 6 minus 3 is 3. That means C is definitely 2 beta. And last is 3 minus 1 minus 1, that means 3 minus 2 is 1. That means D is definitely 1 beta. I hope everybody is clear, and the student who was chalo confused, I hope the confusion is now clear, my friend. So moving to the next one. Yes, so attempt this one, beta. The question is asking us, the question over here is asking us the maximum oxidation state of nitrogen. So here, if we just do the algebraic sum, x minus 6 equals minus 1, that means this is plus 5. Here, sir, x minus plus 2 equals minus 1, that means this is minus 3 because hydrogen is electropositive obviously with respect to nitrogen. So this is definitely 3x equals minus 1, so it will be having a fractional charge. Each nitrogen would be having minus 1 by 3. And over here x minus 4 equals plus 1, that means x is plus 1, that means x is again plus 5. It is NO2 plus na. So x minus 4 equals, so this is again plus 5, and we are supposed to give the minimum. So minimum, sir, mathematically what is minimum? Sir, negative value. Minus 1 by 3 or minus 3? Sir, minus 3 is minimum, sir. So obviously Bombay becomes your right answer. But yes, logically a good question, logically a good one. 68% of you have got it. I hope everybody is clear because you are asked the minimum. So what is that minimum value? So minimum value is mathematically the smallest one. The smallest one is definitely minus 3. Good, 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 good. Chalo, perfect. Perfect. Chalo, great. Moving to the next one from chemical kinetics, beta. Again from chemical kinetics. Again a rather a very logical one from chemical kinetics. So please do write this statement as well. Please do write this statement as well, everyone. The differential form of chemical kinetics. The differential form of chemical kinetics. Everyone, please do write the equations also very properly. Chalo, I hope everybody is done. Chalo, the question says, definitely let me just check so that I may decide. 96%. So each and everyone knows that, sir, rate of minus d by dt of A will have the stoichiometric coefficient this, which is A. This will be equal to minus d by dt of B because that is also my reactant, and reactant concentration decreases. Its stoichiometry is 1, so this will definitely be 1, and plus because product is formed, so d by dt of concentration of C, but here the stoichiometric coefficient is 3. So how many of them are correct, sir? Everybody can give you the rate of reaction, so definitely all are correct. Basic revision of differential form of differential form of rate of equation, definitely everybody has attempted that. Moving to the next one. Now this question is again asking about true false. The reason I have taken more of true false question is because data NTA has done that in JEE mains, and they will be doing it with your paper also. They will be doing it with your paper also. Now the next question says, melting point of boron is unusually high among group 13 elements. Yes, sir, boron melting point is definitely highest among the boron family elements. So this is definitely correct. But why? It is saying size of boron is smaller, sir. Melting point has nothing to do with the size, because sir, even a large cation form a better lattice with a large anion. So lattice enthalpy generally says that if cation and anions are comparable, then the lattice enthalpy is large. If lattice is strong, then sir, boiling point, melting point, everything is bound to increase. So boron compounds have high melting point because they have high lattice enthalpy, because they generally form their ionic compound, their ionic solid, their ionic lattice with small cation with small anion. Sir, because it is small, no, because it is forming a better lattice. Although this is not incorrect, because definitely among group 13 element boron is smallest. So both are correct, but explanation should be related to the ionic enthalpy, to the lattice enthalpy, and definitely that means both are true, but not a correct explanation. A very good question, beta. I let me see how many of you have got it. Less than okay, 58%, fair enough, but I hope now everybody is in sync with me, guys. Chalo, perfect, awesome. Moving to the next one. Yes, again a question where you should invest and enhance your reading ability, because again you have to read through the statements, read through the statements, read through the statements. So quick everyone. Now here you are asked the number of unpaired electrons in NiCO4. Sir, nickel is 4s2 3d8. The oxidation state is 0, sir. Carbonyl is a strong field ligand, so those 4s electrons will be forced inside. Hybridization will definitely be sp3, but it will be an outer orbital complex, but all the electrons are paired, sir. So mu will be 0 because it will be having no unpaired electrons. So the unpaired electron is 0 is definitely correct. 4s electrons of nickel atom enter the inner d orbitals to facilitate sp3 hybridization. Yes, definitely. So both are correct, and correct explanation as well. 77%, great, awesome. Everybody is just rocking. Moving to the next one. Which of the following molecule cannot exist as a mesoform? How many of them, or which of them rather, cannot afford to have a mesoform? So let us draw those structures. Sir, 1, 2 dimethyl cyclobutane. So cyclobutane is this. And 1, 2, that means 1 and 2. Dimethyl, Me and Me. Although I'm not saying this will only have this geometrical orientation, it can have any three-dimensional orientation. But why I'm deliberately making this, that I can cut this from this axis, from this plane rather, from along this plane, and definitely it will be having a mesoform. I'm not saying this will have only this configuration, but read the question. It is asking you which cannot exist. So it can. So because it can, that means not an answer. Talking about pentane 2 also, let me just check whether it is having any chiral carbon or not. Yes, I guess this is your chiral carbon, but sir, it will be a perfect tetrahedral. And sir, perfect tetrahedral having a chiral carbon will have no element of symmetry, sir. So definitely this will not have any element of symmetry, and therefore your answer. Definitely you can draw the other structures, like definitely you can draw the other structures. Like butane 2,3-diol. So butane is 4 carbons. 2,3 diol as in OH over here. So definitely you can feel this can also have a mesoform, and so is the case with pentane. Uh, Pentane is 5 carbons, then 2 and 4. So because 2 and 4, you can again draw the Fisher projection, or rather you can, because so this is having chlorine, this is having chlorine. So along this plane, it can be placed, which will be giving a mesoform. So definitely, obviously, option B will be your answer, which I guess most of you will now be clear also with the explanation. 76%. Great, beta. Awesome. Awesome. Blossom. Moving to the next one. A question from organic chemistry again. So you are given aromatic ether. So obviously these oxygens will be in conjugation with the benzene ring. So quick. With HBr. So first, with H plus, this guy will be protonated. I'm not saying this is not in conjugation. Obviously it is in conjugation, but a protonation is bound to happen. So this phenyl with oxygen having this H giving a positive charge, and this will be CH2, CH3. Now once Br minus will come to attack, I am not denying to the fact that this is having partial double bond character in resonance. So definitely this bond will not break, and rather electron will be given, and you will be getting a phenol and ethyl bromide. So benzene will be forming a phenol. So benzene will be forming a phenol. So either C can be your answer, or B can be your answer. Now, sir, with concentrated H2SO4 and HNO3, sir, nitration will take place. So electrophile will be NO2 plus. It will be going at ortho and para position, where major product will not be ortho because it will be sterically hindered. Major product will be para. So definitely Bombay is your logical answer. A probable question from ether chapter. So Bombay becomes your probable answer. 68% of you have got it correctly. So great. Moving to the next one. Now, I will rather vote this question as a better one. Why? Because technically, sir, I am given the reaction, and rate of a reaction according to chemical kinetics is directly proportional to concentration of reactant. Obviously, this will also act as a reactant, although here in the question it is mentioned as a catalyst. But obviously, sir, product is having this, so this is also a reactant. So rate will be proportional to concentration of alkyl halide into concentration of OH minus. That means it is talking of a second order kinetics, sir. So technically, beta, second order kinetics rate is dependent upon both of them. Now, but beta, once you are plotting the graph, and if you just look at the option also, if you change concentration, if you increase concentration, the rate is not going to be constant, sir, because it is not zero order. So obviously this is incorrect, and because this is incorrect, so option A and C are gone. Beta, I'm asking you to go and check the options also with your common sense, because definitely you will feel, sir, it is depending upon both, but the question is mentioning with respect to one, and mathematically speaking, once you see some y with respect to x, you keep the other variables constant. So if I am plotting the variability of y with respect to concentration of alkyl halide, I will be creating the nucleophile concentration as constant, and therefore this will become a graph of y is equal to mx. That means a straight line passing through origin. Again, with OH minus, I'll be keeping this concentration constant. So definitely 2 and 4 will, there may be some students who will say, nahi sir, it is depending upon both. So, but here you are only, so it should be a rather a curve, because people may fight for this option 3. But so obviously, sir, it is increasing, and after that, and it is showing that curve also, but only with OH minus. And so, and options also is telling you that, sir, you are definitely not having A and C, so you have to play between B and D. That means 2 is definitely, if 2 is an answer, then you will you will not be saying the expectation of a curve, na, because then how will you justify this 2? In order to justify this 2, you will definitely say, with respect to one variable, I'll keep the another variable constant. So if 2 is correct, that means 4 will also be correct. That means D will be your right answer. Yes, mathematically, some students may challenge this, but I guess now with best possible options, it is quite evident. And yes, it is evident to 90% of the students. So I'm happy. Great. Great. Perfect. I hope everybody is. Chalo. Perfect. Perfecto. Moving to the next one. Yes. So again, you have to read through the statements. Sir, you have brought lot of question to read. Yes, I have, and deliberately I've done that. So quick. The rate of zero order reaction is independent of concentration of reactant. Yes, sir, because rate of reaction is directly proportional to concentration. If power 0, then it is just equal to rate constant K. So yes, this is definitely correct. The T half of a zero order reaction depends on the concentration of a reaction. So T half is equal to A naught upon 2K for a zero order kinetics, and T half is equal to ln 2 by K for a first order kinetics. So I hope the basic formula you remember. So this is talking of zero order kinetic, and definitely it is depending upon the concentration. So this is also correct. That means both are correct. That means A becomes your right answer. 80%. I hope everybody is now clear with the logic. Moving to the next one, where the question says least stable carbocation among the following. Sir, you have to talk of carbocation. Carbocation is stabilized by, carbocations are stabilized by electron donating group. They are rather destabilized by electron withdrawing group because they have already less of electrons. So, sir, this carbocation is next to a strong electron withdrawing group, sir. It will not at all be feeling happy, sir. It will rather be very sad, sir. So this guy is very sad. This is pi sigma plus, so this is happy because electron donating group. So this is lone pair sigma plus, so this is plus R, sir, so rather it is also happy. And yes, this is also relatively happy because it is plus I, although they are much better. So obviously the least stable is option 1. That means A becomes your right answer. Okay, I forgot to give you poll, so no issues. Let me give that poll for the next one. Time starts in 3, 2, 1, go. Yes, basic NCERT problem. Basic NCERT problem. Basic NCERT question, guys. Quick. Basic NCERT problem. Now, manganate ion is of what color? The first question is you have to give color of manganate ion, and then you have to give color of permanganate ion. Obviously, most of you have cracked it only. This is option D, but I wish to give you more details. So this is MnO4 minus, and this is Mn, okay, this is MnO4 2 minus 2, and this is MnO4 minus. Now here manganese is in +7 oxidation state, and here it is in +6 oxidation state. Obviously manganese here is having no electrons. Then you will feel, sir, how it is showing this color. The color is shown because of the electron that are present in this MnO4 minus, and once this will be going to the empty orbital of metal. So this will be metal ligand charge transfer, not DD transaction. Mostly, generally the color is shown by DD transaction. Mostly the color is shown by DD transaction, but here why you are seeing the color? Because obviously electron must be getting excited, but electron is getting excited to where there is no empty D. I am not talking about the electrons of manganese. I'm talking about the electrons of ligand. So this will be ligand to metal charge transfer. And because charge electron is getting excited in visible range, hence you are seeing that color, and the color is definitely green for this manganate ion and purple for this permanganate ion. Now I guess there was a student who was asking something. Guys, everybody is clear? Chalo, perfect. So answer for this one is Delhi. 50% if you have got it. Great. Moving to the next one. Now, again, a question from General Organic Chemistry NCERT. But sir, there are after IUPAC nomenclature and isomerism, your NCERT has very important two topics. So qualitative analysis of organic compound, which is what is formed, and quantitative analysis, that is how much is formed. Sir, doubt I have. Haan, Candy, tell me na beta. I was just seeing that doubt, but because of students replying in the comment section, the doubt has gone off. So you can just put your doubt. I would definitely love to answer that beta. Chalo. Again, I guess, chalo. Chalo. So, sir, moving to this one, I hope people are attempting also. So, sir, this is FeSCN. So, FeSCN, whenever you see this SCN, sir, this is beautiful red color. This is blood red coloration, sir. This is blood red coloration, a classic test for nitrogen. Now, if I have FeCN5NOS, then sir, in this S has been added to the NO ligand, and this is a test for sulfur, sir, which will definitely give a violet coloration. Then I have this ferrocyanide, sir. This ferrocyanide is nothing but Prussian blue, and it is test of nitrogen, sir. And last is PBS. Sir, this PBS is nothing but a black PPT. Yes, rather this has no organic compound, but yes, from inorganic chemistry, the sulfides also, you know, PBS is a black PPT. This lead sulfide is a black PPT, which definitely makes option 2 as your right answer. So now we will be investing time in this question. So giving you 45 seconds to attempt this quick. For these sequential reactions, you definitely have to write those reactions very properly. Cool. Chalo. Chalo. Perfect. So quick beta, attempt this one too. Chalo. Next. Perfect. Perfect. Let me see. Percentage is less, yaar. Chalo, let's try. Sir, this is a carbonyl compound, sir. And after in the presence of this carbonyl compound, sir, this carbonyl compound, sir, I am using Cn minus, which will definitely form a cyanohydrin, sir. So, but this Cn minus can also do SN reaction. So you cannot deny that, because you can have multiple at there is no it is not given that this is limited. It is either not given that this is an excess, but it is also not given that this is limited. So I hope you can do this. That, sir, I will be doing reaction of both. Definitely you can think of that. So if I am making both of them react, then that means I will be attacking this side also and that side also, and that will be my product A. Now let us first form that product A. So if this A is, so here I will be getting O minus and Cn, and here I will be getting 1 2 carbons. So 1 2 carbons, and Cl will be gone, and I will be having a C triple bond N. Now after that I am not doing any acidification, so technically, sir, this will be O minus. If you are planning to form a alcohol, do you see any alcohol options over there? No, sir. Are you doing any acidification? No, sir. Then you have to think, then you have to go to your common sense, and then you have to ask that either one will happen, because option is also not challenging you that ways. I am not denying to the fact that this will not be taking place. It may take place. But sir, from NCERT also we remember we took HCN, not NaCN on KCN, sir. But beta, with HCN, you took a base because you wanted to create more of Cn minus. Because this carbonyl is a neutral, it is not having a perfect plus. So in fact, with this you also use a base because ionization of this is catalyzed, and with alcohol you use acid to make this carbon positive. So I'm not denying to the fact that this will not be happening. This may take place, but yes, with less kinetics. Sir, if it is in with less chemical kinetics, then how will we know, sir? Beta option is also helping you. Else, if it is happening, then sir, I need to do hydrolysis, and then only I will be having OH. So that will be forming my cyanohydrin. But none of the option is also telling me that. And on the icing on the cake is, now if you just stick with your NCERT, so your NCERT will also help you that this is not HCN, this is KCN. So this will rather be just SN reaction happening of this carbon. So that means, sir, without any violation, I am not saying you cannot get confused. You can, but yes, this is how you should practice and then decide what should be the more probable product. I hope everybody's clear. I hope everybody's clear now. So that means this is my product A. Now this product A, sir, this is hydrogenation, sir, palletized hydrogenation. So obviously this nitrile will be forming 1 degree amine. So in which option I am having? Sir, this is 1 carbon. No, sir. It is 1 carbon, 2 carbon, and the third carbon, sir. So this is just having 2 carbons. 1 carbon, 2 carbon. This can be good. 1, 2, 3, and 4 not possible, sir. 1, 2, 3 possible, sir. So 2 options are eliminated, but I am left with C and D. Now, sir, this is an amine. This is an amine, but sir, carbon is less here. Here 1 and 2 carbon. Sir, carbon should be 1, 2, 3. So definitely C is your right answer. So I am not saying this cannot be done. This will not be a doubt. It may arise at your mind, but then at such point of time, take help of options. They will tell you how to approach the question properly. I hope everybody is clear. I hope everybody is clear. Chalo, perfect. Perfect. Moving to the next one. Attempt this, beta. Attempt this one as well. Now, the question here is asking you that which of the following compounds is not obtained on reductive ozonolysis. Now, a good question, orthoxylene. What is xylene, sir? It's a benzene ring having CH3 at ortho positions. Ortho, meta para can also, because question is being ortho, so ortho. What is reductive ozonolysis, sir? First you react with ozone and then you do zinc and water. So this is reductive ozonolysis, and during reductive ozonolysis, what I do, just break the double bond and add double bonded oxygen. Oxidative ozonolysis will further change the H to OH, but that we do not have to do. So, sir, this is 1 carbon, this is 2nd carbon, this is having 3rd carbon. So, one fragment will be 1 carbon, 2nd carbon, and 3rd carbon. Here it will be double bonded O, here it will be double bonded O. This is my one product, sir. Next one, sir. So, 1 carbon, 2nd carbon, and 3rd carbon. Sir, that means again CH3, CO, and CO. Sir, as in this will be formed twice because it is the same structure. Now, third one is, so 1 carbon, 2nd carbon, and double bond O. So 1 carbon, 2nd carbon, and double bond O from here, and double bond O from here. So that means 3 fragments are here. What are these 3 fragments? 3, na? This will be 1. This will be 2. And this will be 3. Yes, 3 fragments are here. So, sir, this is, if I just name this, this is 1, 2. This is also having hydrogen. This is also having hydrogen. So, this is ethane 1, 2 diol. That means, sir, this is formed, so this is not an answer. Now, what about this? This is propanol. This is 1, 2, 3. So this will be propanol, but at 2 position, I'm having oxo group. So this is 2 oxopropanol. So this is also formed because it is formed. Because it is formed, so not an answer. Why? Because in the question I'm asked which is not obtained. Now I have to choose between butane 2,3-dione. But where I am getting this 4 carbon. This will be my first fragment, this is second, and this will be third fragment. So butane 2,3-dione. But as in 4 carbons. But as in 4 carbons. Butane 2,3-dione and ethanol. Obviously I'm not get beta. See, this can be thought like this. There are 3 multiple bonds. If out of those 3 multiple bonds there may be a case I would be breaking 2 of them and not the third one. So there may be a case that I will be getting, let's say I'm not breaking this. I mean, diones you can see after ozonolysis, diones you can obviously form. But sir, one single aldehyde can never be formed, sir. One single, although I guess this question will have some options error also. But I guess diones you can definitely have. Why? Because once pi bond is broken, there will be formation of at least in all your fragments you will be having more than one carbonyl group. Occurrence of one carbonyl group is quite least probable. Even if you do partial oxidative reductive ozonolysis. Yes, definitely this, I guess this will be having some typo error. But even if I have to select between these 3, I would definitely vote for Delhi. 80% of you, yes. I'm not saying this is the only logical explanation you have for ozonolysis of benzene is this, but yes, because benzene is resonance stabilized, so there may be a case that one of the pi bond may be left. Not very probable, but yes, because you are given such a question, so you have to think of those possible options, and those possible options will definitely tell you and help you that, sir, one single aldehyde cannot be formed. Even if you break a fragment, a cyclic fragment, you will be having carbonyl group on 2 of the positions. This is showing at 2 of the positions, which is butane 2 and 3-dione. This I can definitely form. How? So this you can definitely form if you feel let's take the isomer, let's take the resonating structure of this, because we have taken pi bond over here. So let us take the resonating structure. So the resonating structure of this will be, beta, we have not thought of the resonating structure. So I guess with this resonating structure, you can think of the formation. How? Let us do it. Beta, yes, clearly. This will be broken, this will be broken, and this will be broken. But ultimately, even if you break all the 3, you will be getting fragments 1, 2. You will be getting fragments 1, 2. And you will be getting this fragment beta. This fragment you will be getting. See, this one. So 1 carbon, so second carbon, so third carbon, and fourth carbon. No, there is no typo error. We were not thinking properly. Sir, you have just taken one resonating structure. What about the another resonating structure? This will definitely give you this 4 carbon with second, and with this will be 1, 2, 3, 4. So this will be butane 2,3-dione. So yes, perfect one beta. So because this is formed but in the resonating structure, and yes, this will never be formed. So yes, most of you have answered also. So I guess most of you have got that logic that you have to think of the resonating structures as well. Next question. My bad. But great one. Good one. Moving to the next one, beta. Time starts in 3, 2, 1. Go quick. Again, question from organic chemistry where you have to use your common sense well. Quick. 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 Chalo. Bombay, 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 Bombay. Chalo beta. Sir, this is alkene reacting with water in presence of acidic medium. It will be forming what? Sir, it will be forming an alcohol. And this reaction will definitely be hydration. How this alcohol is formed? Sir, first protonation will happen. Let's say H plus will be attached at one carbon. Carbocation will be attracting the oxygen. So alcohol will be formed. So definitely A is 4. If you just think A is 4, you will be getting your answer as Bombay. But yes, I guess most of you have attempted it properly. A very doable one. Moving to the next one. Time starts in 3, 2, 1, go. The question says, major product you have to identify. So this is benzene diazonium salt. So this will be giving Cn minus as nucleophile. So I will be forming my benzonitrile, which is C triple bond N. Hydrolysis of nitriles give corresponding carboxylic acid with the release of ammonia. So ammonia gas gone, but I am interested with the carbon compound. So this is B. And so this is nothing but soda lime decarboxylation in the ratio 3:1. Although ratio is not given, but you should remember this. So this will be released and benzene will be formed. So Bombay becomes your beautiful answer. I hope everybody is clear. 83%, fair enough. Moving to the next one. Now, a question from thermodynamics. So I guess we have already discussed the formula, but yes, now please do the calculation by yourself properly. Quick, quick. I have exactly given you the formula. So 1 mole of ideal gas at this temperature expands reversibly and isothermally, so temperature is also constant, to 10 times its initial volume. So V1 is V, so V2 will be 10V. You have to calculate entropy change. So I've told you the formula, delta S is equal to N CV ln T2 by T1. So thermally, isothermal, so temperature gone. So NR ln V2 by V1 as in 10V upon V. That means this is ln 10. So that means how many moles? I'm using one value of R because answer is in joule. So value of R will be 8.314. Rather, 8.314 can be easily written as 25 by 3. So into 2.303, yes, the multiplier, because I will be having log 10 and log 10 is definitely 1. So this will be quite easily doable. Sir, 20, this, or rather write 8 only, 8.314 only. Why? Because 8.3 and 2.3. So sir, 8.2 is 16. So 8.3 is 24. So less than 24, more than 16. Less than 24, more than 16. Only one option you have, which is 19. So I guess calculation was also doable. 85% of you have done it perfectly. So moving to the next one. Time starts now. An organic compound A having molecular formula this. So molecular formula of the compound is given to you. On vigorous oxidation, it gives terephthalic acid. What is terephthalic acid? COH at 1,4 position. And so definitely if you are going to vigorously oxidize, then this will be forming phthalic acid because it will be ortho. So here at para position you do not have any carbon. Only here at para position you have carbon, so it will be giving you terephthalic acid, which is para dicarboxylic acid. And on Tollens reagent, sir, on reaction with Tollens reagent, sir, yes, aldehyde show Tollens reagent, so this will be getting oxidized to salt of carboxylic acid. So COO minus, sir, methyl will be as it is. So definitely Bombay will be your answer. I hope most of you have done it perfectly because these carbonyl compound logics are very, very probable. Moving to the next one. Yes, again a basic, a probable question, which is comparison of acidic nature, a highly probable question, comparison of acidic nature. So please attempt this one as well, guys. Quick, quick. Now, obviously, beta, all have COOH unit. So, sir, what shall decide? Beta electron withdrawing group increases acidic nature. Agreed. But there is very famous topic which is known as ortho effect. Now, what does ortho effect tells you? That if you have bulky group, if you have any ortho substituted carboxylic acid, then what happens with carboxylic acid is, sir, it is a minus R group. Now, why it is a minus R group? Because this carbonyl group is in conjugation. So it always withdraws electron from the benzene ring. Because it is minus R for the ring, that means a ring is plus R for carboxylic acid. Sir, if I have ortho substituted carboxylic acid, then because of the bulkiness, sir, the resonance becomes unoperational. Sir, that means this is electron donating group. Electron donating group must be decreasing the acidic nature. So if you are inhibiting this resonance of benzene to carboxylic acid, that means you are inhibiting electron donating group. So that means if electron donating group is removed, my acidic nature will be increased, and that's why we say this creates steric inhibition to resonance. And because of this steric inhibition to resonance by the benzene ring, sir, the carboxylic acid is not given plus R. Sir, electron donating group decreases acidic nature. So if it is not given the plus R, sir, that means ortho carboxylic acid, however substitute with whatever unit you make it bulky, it will always be a stronger acid because the plus R of the ring has been cancelled. That's why whatever group you have at the ortho position, it will make your carboxylic acid a strong acid. So this will also inhibit, sir. So ortho substituted carboxylic acid are always strong acid because it is substituted from both sides. So one will be most, after that two. So one is most, after that two. That means this is good. Now obviously you can judge. So here this is plus R, so it will be weakest. Here this is minus I, so in fact this is better because at meta position resonance will not be applied. So first and second is so obviously option A becomes your right answer. But yes, logically beta, very important, and very probable point. So great everybody, great everyone, great everyone. I hope everybody is clear, guys. I hope everybody is clear, guys. Chalo, perfect, perfect. Okay, chalo, perfect. Now, next one. Superstar is already here answering to all the questions. So the next question is, most acidic hydrogen is present in, sir, carbonyl group is an electron withdrawing group. So that electron withdrawing group will definitely make the alpha carbon acidic. Okay. So, sir, here also I have carbons. This will be next to this. This will be next to this. But, sir, here CH2, if this carbon loses electron and form, sir, it is having minus I position at both the directions. So obviously this will be better than this. What about this? So this is also having CH2, so here also minus. But beta, this is a extended conjugation, so this minus can go here. So this, after going here, pi sigma pi, because the benzene ring pi cloud will also be in conjugation, and that's why because of this conjugation, sir, they are giving electron to this guy. And this conjugation can further be passed down to the complete benzene ring. Here that can't be happening. And what about this? So this is only having one carbonyl group, so obviously Bombay becomes most acidic because the minus can be delocalized within the ring as well. I hope everybody is clear. I hope everybody is clear. Answer should be huh. I hope everybody is clear, guys. I hope everyone is clear. Mera, guys, about this one, I hope everybody is clear. Because if you are thinking, sir, this is plus R, that's why you have done it. Beta, after the minus has gone here, if this has already become a minus, then this benzene ring can also act as a minus I group. With the conjugation also you can think about it, but it can also act as a minus I group. Let us suppose this C is conjugated there. This resonating structure you must be forming. Now you tell me this is stable, or if I have CH3 over here, it is stable. This, if it is CH3, this CH3 will be doing nothing but applying plus I. This phenyl, yes, because this pi sigma pi. So the conjugation is not reaching here. So its conjugation is not reaching, but ultimately this is minus I. So this minus is stable over there or not? Yes, because it is electron withdrawing and carbanions are stabilized by electron withdrawing group. So Bombay will be your probable answer. I hope everybody is clear. A good logic. समझ गए. Perfect, Neha. Moving to the next one. Time starts in 3, 2, 1, go. A question from physical chemistry. I hope everybody is attempting it. Take out your pen and copy and do it quick. Quick. Now I have 45 gram of a non-volatile, non-electrolyte solute dissolved in 100 gram of two different solvents, A and B, whose ebullioscopic constant are in the ratio 2:5. Now you have to give me the ratio of elevation of their boiling point. So, sir, delta TB of A upon delta TB of B will be equal to I do not have to think because it is saying it is non-electrolyte. KB, sir, KB ratio is given, which is 2:5, because ebullioscopic constant are given on of the solvent 2 and 5 into molality. So what will be molality? Sir, molality will be weight of solute. Sir, weight of solute is same. Sir, then upon molar mass of solute, because solute is same, the weight of solvent is 100 gram. Then sir, ratio will be just dependent upon this because molality will also be same. So it will be nothing but 2/5. So do I have 2/5 anywhere? Yes, sir. So option C will be your right answer. 91% of you have got it. So great. Moving to the next one. Yes. The question says, in which of the following species hyperconjugation does not take place? So you do not have to think of hyperconjugation, sir. Hyperconjugation is a stabilizing effect. It stabilizes alkene, it stabilizes carbocation, it stabilizes all electron deficient species, but deficient species. Sir, here hyperconjugating hydrogens will be 3, 5 and 7. So definitely it is happening. So not an answer. Here hyperconjugated hydrogens are 2 and 2, 4. Yes. Here also it is happening. So not an answer. So obviously you can see why you are wasting time. This is carbon answer. Hyperconjugation is an electron donating group. So this CH2 minus will definitely will not be stabilized by hyperconjugation. So Delhi becomes your right answer. Less percentage, but I hope everybody is clear, because for free radical also, beta, free radical also is an sp2 hybridized system, and for this sp2 hybridized system, this will be your alpha carbon, and here you have one hydrogen. Carb anions are not stabilized. Carb anions are not stabilized. Hello, chalo guys, I hope everybody is clear, because people have answered C for this particular question. I hope everybody is clear now. Chalo, perfect. Perfect. Moving to the next one. Yes. Revision of organic chemistry. So try this one. Quick. Duration, beta, this is one, I guess we have reached till question 50 something. So more 1 hour, more 1 hour, more 1.5 hour. Quick. Chalo. Acha, people are still attempting. Quick. Chalo. So I guess 61%. Percentage is less. Chalo, let's see. A basic question, beta, a basic but a beautiful question from aldehyde ketones. Sir, I have benzaldehyde. Okay. Then I need A with NaOH to produce this. Obviously, I have a carbonyl group. Sir, if you have a benzaldehyde, then benzaldehyde among all carbonyl compounds, aromatic aldehydes, sir, benzaldehyde will be more prone for nucleophilic addition. So this is obviously a cross aldol because this is not having any aldehyde, so alpha carbon, so this can't have acidic alpha hydrogen. But sir, any of the following option, beautiful option is this. Why? Because having alpha carbon, sir. So carbon also getting added, sir. So if this guy becomes CH2 minus and this CH2 minus will attack here, so this double bond will become OH. So carbonyl group, this will become alpha carbon, that will become beta carbon, alpha will further give one H, beta will give OH, and you will be getting alpha beta unsaturated carbonyl compound. So benzene having carbonyl group, benzene having carbonyl group, this will be the carbon and that will be the carbonyl carbon, which will rather has converted to alpha beta compound, and this carbon is further connected with benzene ring. That means this is your product which is only obtained once D is used. I hope everybody is clear. I hope everybody is clear. Moving to the next question. Time starts in 3, 2, 1, go. Time starts in 3, 2, 1, go. Quick. Quick. The major product of the following reaction. Sir, this is a base, but sir, this base is a bulky base, sir. And sir, bulky base can't reach inside a molecule. It just have to give electron from outside. So that means this is just the case of Hoffman product. So yes, elimination will take place. Yes, this halogen will go, but what beta carbon, sir? This beta carbon. This beta carbon will be taking the electron from hydrogen. So let us make that hydrogen separately. And this will be gone. So your product will be a less substituted alkene. That means A will be your answer. 48%. So I hope now everybody, it is clear you will not be forming a SIDZEF product. Rather, you will be forming a Hoffman product in this particular case. Moving to the next one. Okay, here it will not at all be visible. So let me put it here. Chalo, quick. Product is okay. Rushda Khan is saying product is 2-methyl. Okay, perfect. Rushda Khan is even giving me the IUPAC. Perfect. Great, in fact. Chalo. Now you have to give X and Y in this reaction. X is major product in the first one. Sir, phenol reacting with Br2 in CS2 at 0 degrees Celsius, that means that no matter I'm not using Lewis acid, but I'm deliberately trying to make the dissociation of Br plus and Br minus also less feasible by using non-polar solvent, by restricting the concentration also. But still, sir, because phenol is such a strong plus R group, such a strong activating group, it will still create electron density and mono substitution will take place, which will definitely form a para product. Not this one, not ortho, para product. But yes, so X is comfortably known. That means this is not Bombay, this is not C. I can choose between A and D. Now, if waters are the same question you have asked again, but beta, the reason I have asked again is because of the fact that this is a beautiful NCERT logic that you will be getting your white PPT. That means Delhi is your right answer. 83% of you have again cracked this. Moving to the next one. Now, the next question tells us that which of the following alcohol is most easily dehydrated in acidic medium? Beta, do not try to form after dehydration alkene is produced. Definitely correct. Sir, then we should check the stability of alkene. Beta, initially start the very first carbocation formed. Yes, you can arrange, but that rearrangement will take time, and you are supposed to tell which is most easy. So just check the first formed carbocation. The first formed carbocation will be 3 degree here. Sir, it will be 1 degree. So no, sir, you are bad. It is 2 degree. So no, you are also bad. 3 degrees better. It is again 2 degrees. So you are most probable. Do not think about forming the product. Just you can give the answer using the very first immediate carbocation formed. I hope everybody is clear. Chalo, perfect. Perfect. Moving to Faraday law of electrolysis question. Again, from Faraday's law, a high probable question, that is electrolysis. Quick. W is equal to ZIT is the formula that you use. Weight of substance produced is equal to charge passed, but Z becomes your electrochemical equivalent of the cell, which is nothing but E by F. So quickly, W is equal to ZIT, you have to apply. The basic is W is equal to ZIT, you have to apply. Weight obtained is 50 grams. Z is E by F into IT. So 50 is equal to E, which is molar atomic mass, or molar mass, because aluminium I'm talking of, so atomic mass in gram upon valency factor. So aluminium plus 3 will take 3 electrons and will be deposited as aluminium solid. So atomic mass of aluminium is 27 upon 3 will be value of E by F will be 96500. Technically it is 96487, but not given, so taking 500. Now current is 105 ampere and the time you have to calculate, but this time will be in second, because in question you are asked in hours, so then you have to do that multiplication. What, sir? Beta, 1 minute is nothing but 60 seconds. So 1 second will be 1 by 60 minutes. So dividing it by 60 will convert it into minute. But sir, I need an hour. Then 1 hour has 60 minutes. So again divide by 60 will convert this into hour. So this is the mathematics you have to do, which most of you have definitely done, because that's why I've given time for this also. So 80% of you have cracked it. So yes, beta, please make sure you are doing that unit dimension very properly. Cool. Cool. Chalo, perfect. See. Great. Moving to the next one. Sir, basic NCERT question, sir. Now, chloroform is slowly oxidized by air in presence of light to an extremely poisonous gas, which is nothing but phosgene, which is COCl2. Moving to the next one. A question from ionic equilibrium, so you can rather invest 45 seconds to attempt it. Quick. You can rather invest 45 seconds to attempt it. Quick. The pKa of weak acid is given. I hope you have done it. The pH of solution is prepared by mixing 2.5 moles of KCN. So this is a salt of a strong base with a weak acid and with that weak acid. So that means you are forming an acidic buffer. So for this acidic buffer, pH will be pKa plus log of concentration of the conjugate part, which will be given by salt, upon concentration of weak acid. So you have to give the value of pK is given. You have to give the value of pH, which will be pKa, which is 9.3 plus log of what is the concentration of salt? Salt 2.5 moles upon 2.5 moles. Sir, why you have not, sir? You are writing concentration, but give beta mole concentration is moles upon volume. Sir, total volume will be same. So total volume is 500. So upon 500 will be getting cancelled. So why bother? So that means this is nothing but log 1. Log 1 is 0. So pH is nothing but 9.3. Not calculative also, but yes, conceptually you have to remember these formula, which are very, very, very probable from ionic side of equilibrium. I hope everybody is good. Yes, hello, Prabhat Kesri. Yes, beta. Chalo. I hope everybody is great. Nice. Chalo. हाँ beta. Hello. Has anybody got doubt till here? Chalo. Perfect. Great. Moving to the next one. Next one is in front of you. Sir, this is Lucas reagent, sir. No timer required, sir. But beta, in your exam also you are going to get such questions. No timer required. What is that no timer required thing? Sir, no timer required thing is Lucas reagent. Lucas reagent creates white turbidity instantly with 3-degree alcohol. So tertiary butyl alcohol will be your clear-cut answer. Again, a question from electrochemistry. So invest 45 seconds to attempt this. Quick. Invest 45. Yes, perfect. Invest 45 seconds to attempt this next question of electrochemistry. Quick. You are given the complete cell reaction beta. This is reacting, that is produced. This is E0 cell at ferrous ion as 10⁻³ this will be -3 molar. Pressure of oxygen gas is also mentioned, pH is mentioned. You have to give the cell potential. So sir, this is nothing but application of Nernst equation, which says E cell is nothing but E0 cell minus 0.059 upon number of electron transferred. Here Fe is going from 0 to +2, but how many Fe is going, sir? Sir, here 2 electrons are transferred, but you are seeing that balance reaction, twice of this is used. That means the other half will be requiring how many electrons? 4 electrons, because it is stoichiometrically simplest form. So how many electrons are required, sir? 4 into log of concentration of product. But sir, what product? Only pure solid and pure liquid do not impact the state of equilibrium. So don't write their concentration. Rather, I'm only interested in the concentration of ions and gases. Yes, for gases we'll take pressure. For gases we will take pressure. For ions we will take their corresponding concentration. Now, so log of ferrous ion, sir. But sir, this ferrous ion concentration has to be squared, sir. Pure liquid will not impact. And then I have H plus ion concentration, sir, which has to be raised to the power 4. Then sir, we have pressure of oxygen gas raised to the power 1, and sir, pure solid will not impact. So value of E0 cell is given as 1.67 minus, let's say this is 0.06 by 4, so 0.03 by 2 into log value we have to calculate separately. So what is ferrous ions are 10 to the power -3 squared. So let me calculate this Q separately. So this Q is equal to 10 raised to the power minus 3 squared upon, sir, H plus ion concentration. pH is 10 raised to the power 3, so H plus ion will be, so pH is minus of log of H plus ion concentration. So if pH is 3, then H plus ion concentration will be 10 raised to the power minus 3. So 10 raised to the power minus 3. But sir, here H plus ion concentration is powered 4 times. So this is definitely gone, sir. And here this power 2 will be remaining. Then I have partial pressure of oxygen, which is given as 10 raised to the power minus 1. So this is again 10 raised to the power minus 1. So Q is nothing but 1 upon 10 to the power minus 3 squared, as in minus 6, and minus 1 is minus 7. So this is 10 to the power plus 7. So I will be getting 7 log 10. So this will be, rather let me replace it over here. So this will be into 7 log 10 is 1. Now this is just a mere into divide. 7 3 is 21. So 0.21, 0.21 upon 2 will be 0.1 5 something, so 0.15. So this is 1.67 minus 0.15. So let's say 67 minus 10 is 57. 57 minus 5, 1.52 something, or 1.5 something. So obviously Delhi will be your answer, because I've approximated over there. So Delhi will be your probable answer. Less percentage, but beta, yes, you should not attempt such questions in the first go, but yes, rather after solving all the easy and moderate questions of physics, chemistry and mathematics, you should definitely come back to such questions, because such questions will be there. Nernst equation will be asked, and sometimes you have to do that calculation also. Yes, even I have approximated, even you can approximate, because options make you approximate at least this much. I hope everybody is good. Chalo, perfect, great. Moving to the next one. Now, again, a question from redox, where you have to see that what is the what are the two half reactions that are going to take place. Number of moles of ferrous sulfate oxidized by 0.2 moles of KMnO4 in acidic medium. Sir, KMnO4 in acidic medium converts to Mn plus 2. That means valency factor is 5. Ferrous oxalates are only ferrous ion get oxidized to ferric ion. So this much inorganic you should know. So valency factor will be 1. Sir, you do not have to write the reaction, because law of equivalence can be used, which says number of gram equivalent. Number of gram equivalent are always equal. So number of gram equivalent of ferrous ion given by ferrous oxalate will be equal to number of gram equivalent of MnO4 minus given by KMnO4. Valency factor I know, number of moles I know, and number of moles I have to calculate for ferrous sulfate. So let's say number of moles is A, so its valency factor is 1, because number of gram equivalent is number of moles into valency factor. Number of moles of KMnO4 is 0.2 into its valency factor is 5. So 5 into 2 is 1. That means this is 1. That means A is nothing but definitely 1. I hope everybody has got this. Number of moles of ferrous sulfate, okay, not oxalate, sulfate. So yes, 2 5 is 10. This is 1. Definitely A is 1. Ferrous oxalate, yes. So Delhi is your answer. Let me check. 71%. Great, beta. Great. Everybody great. Moving to the next question, discussing about thermodynamics also, but discussing about equilibrium also. So quick, sir, is this chapter and chemical kinetics are lengthy rather than conceptual depth? How to handle at exam? Beta, leave them in the first go and attempt these questions in the second go, rather not in the first go. Yes, not in the first go, definitely not in the first go. If you are supposed to write 3 lines, don't write in the second go, because you will be having loads of doable questions initially. So rather it will be highly advisable not to attempt them. But yes, after going for the first round, you should definitely come back to such questions. Definitely come back to such questions. Like this question also, you should never do this question in the first go. Chalo, I hope most of you have solved, although this will be requiring time, but I guess yes, 75%. Great. Superstar, Rutu, Fatima, Anu, Henry. Great, beta. Awesome. Chalo, let us quickly learn the conceptual side of this. Calculation, obviously, you will do yourself. The standard Gibbs free energy change for the reaction this, which is 2A in equilibrium with B plus C is given. So that means this is my value of delta G naught. Now, because delta G naught is positive, that means that definitely reaction is not going forward. It is a reversible reaction because spontaneously it can't go forward because delta G is positive. Now, at a given time, the composition of reaction mixture is at a variable time t, the composition is given as this. Now, the reaction proceeds in which direction, sir? You have to calculate Q. So Q will be concentration of B into C upon A squared. So B is 2 rupees, C is half upon A squared is 1 by 2 squared. So this is definitely 1 and 1 by 2, 2 will come in the numerator. So this is 4. So I know Q, but I have to compare it with K because I know delta G naught. So we know delta G is equal to delta G naught plus RT ln of Q, and at equilibrium this is 0 and Q becomes K. So at equilibrium, what is the formula for us? Sir, at equilibrium I can say delta G naught is nothing but minus RT ln of K. Delta G naught value is given to me as 2494.2 joule. R will be 8.314 into 2.303. Rather, I am writing just 2.3. Temperature is given as I guess 300 Kelvin, and this is how I can calculate log. But beta, for such question I'm just giving you a 9. I'm not saying always, but most of the time what will happen, no, because you are seeing Q is positive, delta G is positive, that means reaction is not at all spontaneous. It is bound to move in backward direction. I'm not saying it is going to happen always. You definitely have to calculate equilibrium constant K, and once you find that equilibrium constant K, you will find such a scenario. K is here and the value of Q that you are having is definitely more than K. So value of Q, if it is more than K, which is well 4 rupees, this K will be coming obviously very less. And because this K is less, that means reaction will be proceeding in backward direction. But I am suggesting you that because it is unspontaneous, non-spontaneous, so definitely it won't want to go in forward direction. So technically, whatever conditions you will be having, generally it will be proceeding in backward direction only. So reverse direction because Q will be greater than K. Yes, for that technically you should have to calculate K, but I'm telling you in 90% cases you will be getting such stuff. I hope everybody is good. Yes, Neha, moving forward. Chalo. Coming to the next question. Time starts in 3, 2, 1. Go quick, quick. So you have to compare list 1 with list 2. Now what does list 1 tell you? List 1 is telling you I am again having alpha amino acid valine, lysine, serine and alanine. So what is this valine? Sir, valine is definitely forming that V. What is forming that V? Sir, C, 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 this V. So this CH3 hold. Sir, valine is definitely this. Then what is lysine? Sir, lysine, we have already seen 4 carbon and an NH2, a basic alpha amino acid. So definitely A is, that means 2. If A is 2, even if you know valine, you will land to your answer, which is A. But yes, beta, please learn these alpha amino acids very religiously. 53%. So I hope everybody is clear. Yes, Yashika, great. Sanjeev, great. Parimala, great. Great, everybody. Chalo, moving forward. Next question is in front of you. Time starts now. Quick, quick, quick. Yes, people have answered. People, acha, time is still there. So, beta, I mean, yes, a very doable one. This also. Magnetic moment is given. Sir, when can I have magnetic moment just less than 3? Sir, if you have two unpaired electrons. I mean, yes, such things you should learn also. A magnetic moment is number of unpaired electrons n into n plus 2. So this is 4, 2 is 8. So under root of 8 is just less than 3. That means how many unpaired electrons I'm having? 2. Now, who among them will have two unpaired electrons? Sir, titanium, chromium, just check nickel. Sir, nickel is 4s2 3d8. Nickel plus 2, sir, this is gone. So 3d8 will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So how many unpaired electrons I'm supposed to have? Only 2. Whether you think of any, sir, but you are not thinking of any splitting, sir. Even if you think of that splitting, let's say I'm having a high splitted crystal field stabilization. Still first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth. So in whatever case, you will definitely have only two unpaired electrons. So definitely answer is Delhi, which is nickel plus 2. And hence these cases of coordination complexes you should always remember, because this shall help you save your time like anything. So moving to the next one. In 30 seconds, again a coordination chemistry logic. Again a coordination chemistry logic. Chalo, perfect. Perfect. Robin Yadav. Henry. Chalo. Old students are here today. So they are definitely here for practice. So please do this practice religiously, beta. Maths, yes, beta. Math will definitely. A. Chalo. The correct order of decreasing second ionization enthalpy. Sir, second ionization enthalpy. So obviously every option is same. So you just have to compare. So Shakti Walkerman, as in this is 22. So everybody is having 4s2, but this will be having, apart from 4s2, it will be having 3d2. This is 4s2 3d3. This is 4s2 3d4, but this becomes 3d5, and rather this becomes 4s1. And definitely this is 4s2 3d5. So if I remove first electron will definitely be removed from this. So after removal, I will be getting positive cation. So this will be 4s1. This will also be 4s1. This will become 4s0, and this will become 4s1. Now you tell me, who has already formed a stable electronic configurations are chromium. So whose second ionization enthalpy, because now I have to remove electron from chromium plus. Sir, this is most stable, it is stable half filled. So who among them is telling you most stable is chromium? This. After that, you do not have to check, it is manganese. Why it is manganese? Because this will try to lose one, because after that it will attain half filled configuration. So definitely after that manganese. Now among vanadium and titanium, sir, both will lose and both will have partial configuration only. And we know along the period we have Shakti Walker. So along the period, if you just have to compare among them, along the period, sir, atomic size decreases, and therefore this will give you a common sense that ionization enthalpy should increase. So vanadium should have a larger value than titanium, hence option A shall be your right answer. After that, you just apply your periodicity, the basic periodic table, which definitely tell you A will be your right answer. Yes, 41% have got it, but I hope now it is clear to most of the students. Moving to the question from chemical kinetics. Quick, quick. Moving to the question of chemical kinetics. Again, I guess the unit is going to help you like anything. So the rate constant is this. You do not have to look anywhere else, just the unit, sir. Unit is mole per liter raised to the power 1 minus n upon time inverse. So leave time inverse. Why bother? It is always inversed. Sir, 1 minus n is what? Sir, 1 minus n is mole raised to the power is minus 2. That means n will be 1 plus 2. That means n is definitely 3. So the formula which we have just derived in the initial part of our class has definitely yielded us another question. Moving to the next one. Now, among them, what is the favorable condition as per Lee-Chatelier principle for chemical equilibrium? So for this reaction, it is showing delta H is negative. That means exothermic. That means heat is released. That means heat is acting as a product. If I want the reaction to proceed in forward direction, that means I want favorable condition, then what shall I do? Sir, remove the product, because if you decrease the concentration of product, reaction will try to oppose and it will try to form more of the product. So here heat is acting as a product. So if you decrease temperature, sir, heat content will be decreased. So low temperature will be favorable. Low temperature will be favorable, not high temperature. So ultimately we are left with two options. What about pressure, sir? If you increase pressure, reaction will try to oppose and will try to decrease pressure, and reaction will move to that direction where number of gaseous moles are decreasing. So here 2 plus 1, 3 moles are forming 2 moles. So in forward direction, moles are decreasing, hence increasing pressure will have favorable effect. That means Bombay becomes your right answer. 88%. Beta, Lee-Chatelier principle, this application of temperature pressure is definitely going to be there in your exam. Moving to the next one. Moving to the next one. Yes. Again, a good one, a conceptual one rather, not good. If you know the concept, then what good, sir? But yes, a conceptual one from coordination compounds, quick. A conceptual one from coordination chemistry, quick. I hope you have got, yes, A. Great. The question says crystal field stabilization energy for high spin. Now, because I am talking of high spin, that means I need more unpaired electrons. When will I have more unpaired electrons? When the splitting is very less. So if splitting is very less, how can I, sir, if splitting high spin, high spin, sir, high spin when you are having no forced pairing. That means your ligand is very weak. So if this is very weak, after first, second, third, the fourth will go here, because this is a high spin complex. Now, from Berry center, what is the difference? Sir, those EG set has gone up by taking energy of these three. So this will be 3 by 5 times, as in 0.6 times of delta naught. While this will be minus 0.4 times of delta naught, because this is less than from this Berry center, 0 center. So how many electrons am I having over here? So 3 into 0.4 is minus 1.4. What about this? Sir, only one electron. So this is plus 0.6. So the difference is definitely negative of 0.6. I hope everybody have got this. 87%. Great. Awesome. Moving to the next one. Now the question asks us regarding which of the following is most reactive towards electrophilic addition. Sir, if an electrophile is coming, electrophile wants electron density, sir. Who is giving that electron density, sir? Sir, this is minus R, sir. It is withdrawing electron density. It is having nothing, sir. CH3 is plus hyperconjugation, although not resonance, but hyperconjugation will also create electron at ortho and para position. Therefore, A will win, because this carbonyl is again minus R. Yes, this is great minus R. This is relatively weaker minus R than NO2. So that is moderate, but that will be most electron rich among the given options. So A becomes your right answer. Great, beta. Great. Everybody is doing awesome. Moving to the next one. Time starts in 3, 2, 1. Go. Quick. 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 Surya, Yashika, Neha, Mercy, Anmay. Perfect. I hope everybody has done this also. Now, the only thing you need to know is, sir, because you are supposed to give the nature of these oxides. So boron trioxide is acidic. Sir, non-metallic oxides are technically always acidic. That means this is definitely correct. Oxides of aluminium and gallium are amphoteric. Yes, sir. And oxides of indium and thallium, because down the group metallic nature increases and metal forms basic oxide. But yes, you should also remember all the amphoteric oxides. So here, this is obviously Bombay is your answer. But yes, you should always remember all the amphoteric oxide. What are those amphoteric oxides? Rhyme. So that rhyme is Suno Janabe Ali, or unke is nothing. Then we have Bekar, and then we have Bhai. Who are these Bhai? These brothers are just the element below these elements. As in Kashi Gai Shankar Parvati, so tin and lead. Zinc, cadmium, mercury, so zinc and CD. And Began Alu Gajar, as in aluminium and gallium. So this is what you have been asked. A very important rhyme for making you learn the mnemonics of those amphoteric, of those metals which form amphoteric oxides. Cool. Chalo. Moving to the next one. Now, again, a statement based question, beta. I mean, assertion reason. Cn minus is an ambident nucleophile. Yes, sir. Both carbon and nitrogen can act as a nucleophile. So, definitely correct, sir. Cn minus can coordinate through carbon and nitrogen to central atom. Yes, sir. So, definitely both are correct, and correct explanation as well. Moving to the next one. Again, statement based question. So, please, assertion type. So please read the question properly. Quick. Please read the question properly. Quick. I hope everybody has attempted, at least read it. Heat capacity is an intensive property. Sir, what is intensive, which is independent? Sir, heat capacity is a ratio of heat upon delta T. So, sir, heat is extensive, sir. Heat is extensive, sir. So the amount of heat you require to change the temperature of any system by 1 degree will definitely depend upon the amount. If the system is heavy, if the system is having more capacity, then definitely, sir, it will be more. So heat capacity is actually dependent upon the amount, beta. Generally all the thermodynamic quantities are dependent upon the amount. In order to make them extensive, they are definitely extensive. All the thermodynamic quantities are extensive. That means they depend upon the amount. Yes. Intensive. Okay. I guess intensive means independent. Intensive means independent. Yes. I guess. I guess I have communicated that. Intensive property means independence. All the thermodynamic properties depend upon the amount, and those who depend upon the amount are called extensive. Those who depends upon the amount are called extensive, and technically all the thermodynamic quantities are extensive. Generally, all thermodynamic variables are technically extensive, but yes, in order to make them intensive, what we do, we take their molar values. But if we think of this heat capacity, that this heat capacity is actually independent, is actually, sorry, it is also thermodynamic quantity, sir. So this is also having heat content, sir. And if I am having a system, and giving the system q amount of heat, let's say it was initially at temperature T1, after receiving this heat, its temperature has increased by T2. So for delta T temperature change, how much of heat I'm giving to the system Q. So for 1 degree temperature change, how much I will be giving? So Q by delta T. So that this definitely means this is my heat capacity, which is the amount of heat required to change the temperature by 1 degree of a system. Now, is it an intensive? It is an intensive quantity, sir. Then it is depending upon, if the system is bigger, sir, the heat required will be more, sir. So definitely it is an extensive quantity, and it is written it is an intensive, which is independent, is definitely incorrect. I hope everybody is clear that intensive. Now, if you get confused, then definitely, even I remember this by this word only. Intensive as an independent of amount. Intensive is independent of amount. That will always help you. है ना? चलो. Statement 2 says a spontaneous process is a reversible process. Sir, spontaneous process may be reversible, may not, maybe, sir, reversible process is a process which will be happening in forward direction also and backward direction also. Sir, if I am spontaneous, then technically I should be loving to move in the forward direction. So technically, if I am a reversible reaction, then I will have a lesser tendency to be spontaneous, because quickly I can reach my equilibrium and move forward. So spontaneous reaction is a reversible? No, sir. Not going to happen, sir. You should rather be a irreversible reaction, then you can clearly move in a desired direction. So that will definitely tell you that both of the statement are incorrect. So statement based questions, beta, you have to invest time. You have to invest time and attention. The more and more you attempt these type of questions, and if you get such questions in an exam, it will be quite probable for you to attempt them easily. है ना? चलो. Moving to the next one. The next question says, for elementary reaction this, having K this, initial concentration of A0, B0 are also given. You have to give the rate of reaction after A is reduced to 0.3 molar. So concentration of A is 0.5 at time t equal to 0. Concentration of B is 0.4. Initially I have no product. Rate constant K is given, which is telling me that this rate constant is mole per liter. So if it is mole per liter, that means this is a zero order reaction, because for zero order reaction, unit of K is this. So unit of K also I know. So for a zero order reaction, what is my equation, sir? For zero order reaction, concentration of reactant at time t is equal to minus Kt plus initial concentration, sir. You are supposed to give me the rate of reaction after A. Sir, rate of reaction will definitely, rate of reaction for a zero order kinetics, because having K mole, acha nahi beta, this is per mole liter. This is not mole per liter. This is per mole liter. That means this is reverse. Obviously, this is second order, because it is depending upon A also and B also. Just look at this unit. It is mole inverse. It is mole inverse liter, and second inverse, obviously second time will always be inverse. So because this is mole inverse liter, that means 1 minus n, the ratio 1 minus n is definitely 2. Then only you will have inverted of this. That means order of the reaction is 1 minus n will be 1, na? Yes, then n will be 2. Order of the reaction is 2. Now, order of the reaction is 2. That will tell you that you just have to write the rate of the reaction as rate constant into concentration of reactants at any particular time t. Because as concentration will fall, rate will also decrease. Now, that means that 1 mole of this will react with 1 mole of this. If I started with 0.4 and 0.5, 0.5 minus x and 0.4 minus x of B will be 1 mole of A will react with 1 mole of B. So x mole of A will react with x mole of B. Now this value is given. Sir, you are asking me to reduce this concentration to 0.3. That means x is 0.2. If x is 0.2, then this will also be 0.2 at time t. So I know concentration of A also and concentration of B also. Put that concentration. So K value is 10 raised to the power minus 5. Concentration of A is 0.3. Concentration of B is 0.2. That means that this is 2 into 3, 6. And this is 10 raised to the power minus 5 and 2. That means minus 7. That means Bombay. You are not supposed to tell anything. You were supposed to give the rate of reaction which is depending upon the concentration at time t. And for calculating concentration at time t, you have to do that mole concept stoichiometry. I hope everybody is clear with this too. Yes, rather not a traditional question, but a good one. Moving to the next one. Yes, a revision of chemical bonding structures, which will also be one of the case in your exam, which will definitely be one of the question in your exam. So quick. Perfect. Henry. Perfect. Nehai Singh Bombay. Nehai Singh again Bombay. So maybe it is Bombay. Chalo, let's check. I guess time is done. Okay, it will be done in 1, 2, 3. Done. Because people are saying Bombay, yes, 88%. So fair enough, beta. That means, sir, SF6. SF6, sir, it's a symmetrical structure. So this symmetrical structure will be octahedral. How many lone pair sulfur is having, sir? 0, because all electrons will form bond pair. So definitely A is 4. So these two options are gone. Now, what about ClF3? So 3 bond pair. Chlorine will be having 2 lone pair. So lone pair will be 2. That means this is 1. BRF5, sir, 1 lone pair bromine will be having. So this is 1. Sir, XCF2, 2. But it will be having 3 lone pairs, sir, because 8 electrons. So this is 3. That means Bombay is your answer. Shape also is very, very important, beta. I hope you can attempt those shapes also. Moving to the next one. The question says pH of the resulting solution obtained by mixing equal volume of 0.1 molar HCl and 0.2 molar NaOH. Now, volumes are equal. So, what will be moles of HCl that you are reacting, sir? And what will be moles of NaOH, which will be obviously then reacting, sir? I am having, let's say volume is V, so 0.1 V of HCl and 0.2 V of NaOH. And they will be creating what? They will be creating NaCl and water. But sir, the moles are different, sir. Yes, definitely. So at time t equal to 0, this is less, sir. So this will be done. 1 will react with 1, so 0.1 will react with 0.1. So you will be left with 0.1 V of yes, this, and yes, 0.1 of this will be formed. Water, I do not even care. But sir, this is neutral salt. So neutral salt and water both has pH 7. But sir, you are left with strong base. And how much of strong base I'm having? Sir, this much. So what will be OH minus ion concentration? Beta OH minus ion concentration will be moles, which is 0.1 V upon total volume, which will be 2 V. So VV gone. So this is OH minus ion concentration. That means OH minus ion concentration is 1 by 2, or rather write 10 by 2 into 10 is power minus 2. 10 by 2 is 5. So this is 5 into 10 is power minus 2. So what will be log of OH? Log of OH minus ion, or rather minus of log of OH minus ion concentration will be, sir, minus of log 5, minus of log 5, minus minus plus 2 log 10. So, sir, log 5 value is given, sir, let's say 0.7. 0.7. So, 2 minus 0.7 is 1.3. But, sir, 1.3 will be the value of POH. And, sir, pH, answer we definitely know. Let me write that formula for you. That pH plus POH is nothing but 14. Value of this is 1.3. So, this will be 12.7. That means A will be your answer because you are asked pH in the question. 80%, yes. But beta, please make sure you understand and read these nuances in the question given, because then only you will have that energy and confidence with you. I hope everybody is clear. Chalo. Perfect. Moving to the next one. Yes. So again, a question from Huckle's rule where you just have to read. So technically you just have to read through such questions. So please read, beta. Please read. The more you read, the more confidence you will be gaining. Perfect. Quick. So what are the condition for any compound to be aromatic, sir? Basic definition, sir, but beta, most of the students don't remember this at the time of examinations. First is, sir, molecule must have cloud that should be completely delocalized. That means a current pi electron loop should be there. Molecule must contain how many electrons? Who will be creating this current loop? 4n plus 2 pi electrons. Sir, this is also correct. Some molecule must be planar. If you are planar, then only those perpendicularly placed pi electron cloud will be undergoing that current loop. So this is also correct. Molecule must contain conjugated. No, sir. 4n minus 2 is not even possible, sir. So 1 by 3, 1, 2, 3, that means 3, that means C is your answer. 94%. I wanted here to get 100%, but still, you don't get what you expect from life. So sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. Out of the following, which one is having expanded octets? Sir, this is not even complete octets, are 4 electrons. Sir, here sulfur, it is perfect octet complete, sir, because sulfur is having 6 forming, so this is perfect octet. Sir, NO is will be sir, here octet will also not be completed, sir. This is odd electron. So this PF5 is having 5 and 5 as in 10. So definitely C is your answer. You can just move, see the question and click such questions. So 90%. Great. Next one. Yes, again, formula asked. So please, sir, formula, yes, beta, in physics also, and that's why in chemistry also, after reading so many questions, you will be given some questions where you just have to give the formula. So please attempt and read those questions properly, because sometimes once you get some easy questions, you misinterpret and unnecessarily do unnecessary thinking for those questions. So practice and then decide. I hope everybody has attempted it. Now, you have to consider an electrochemical cell, and then you have to give me which one of is which of the following are correct. So EMF of the cell is oxidation potential and reduction potential. So let us revise this. Sir, E cell is equal to electrode potential of cathode minus electrode potential of anode. Now, if I'm writing electrode potential, then I definitely mean this is my reduction potential. So let me write with the reduction potential as RP and oxidation potential as OP, and both will be negative. So this is the general formula that we know from our NCERT and which each and every one of us remember. Okay, now let us compare. If I'm writing for anode, so let us write as oxidation. So whether I'm having reduction potential anywhere, yes, reduction potential anode, this I have, but this should I have with a negative sign. So obviously C is incorrect, and none of the option is asking me reduction. Yes, reduction of cathode it is asking, but reduction of cathode is with a negative sign. That means A is also gone. Yes, reduction potential of cathode I want, sir, which is here. But I want reduction potential of anode. It is writing oxidation potential. So reduction potential of anode will be equal to negative of oxidation potential of anode. And that minus minus will make it positive, so it is positive, sir. That means B is correct, sir. Now if I want oxidation potential for both, so oxidation of anode is with a negative sign, but this minus minus will be positive, so I have oxidation potential of anode. Now I have to change this, so reduction potential of cathode will be minus of oxidation potential of cathode. So oxidation potential of anode minus oxidation potential of cathode, that means D is also correct, sir. So B and D are correct. That means option D is my right answer. 56%, yes. You should definitely only remember this beta, that reduction potential of any electrode will be equal to minus of oxidation potential. Why? Sir, if electron is going like this, potential is +5, then for this it will be minus +5. So this is just that current sign convention that you have to know. I hope everybody is good with this. Moving to the next one. The next question is again in front of you. 30 seconds. Number of metal ions characterized by flame test. Now, how many of them are characterized by flame test? Sir, alkali and alkaline earth metals. So flame test, as in, sir, strontium is alkaline, barium is alkaline, and flame test. So these two will definitely be. Then I guess Fe also. Just let me confirm this. हाँ बेटा, नहीं copper. But this will rather be a beta. You have to. Yes, I've just confirmed. Then copper. So all these three will give flame test, and rather these two, zinc and ferrous iron, they don't give flame test. They don't give positive flame test. But yes, in that case, you should know. So this is a qualitative analysis, salt analysis logic. Sometimes it can obviously slip out of your mind. So alkali and alkaline earth metal, except those metals which are placed, which are having small size, they can't be oxidized with a visible light. So they don't do flame test. But yes, generally alkali, alkaline do. And what D block elements are copper +2 also. Sir, can you give us a level of prediction? Yes. How? Sir, copper +2 is having unpaired electron, but don't go entirely by that. You should have that level of factual understanding also. So copper also give flame test. So how many of them are giving flame test? 3. So that means Bombay will be your right answer. 92%. Great, yaar. Awesome. Awesome. Moving to the next one. Time starts in 3, 2, 1. Go. Quick. 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 Okay. Narsin Sheikh is saying, I'm back. So perfect, beta. Welcome. Welcome. Chalo, perfect. Attempt, everybody. Perfect. B. Alkane that will not. Beta, please make sure you do not miss this. We formed a node reaction from isopropyl bromide. Sir, iso is 1 carbon, 2 carbon, 3 carbon with a bromine, and ethyl bromide. Ethyl bromide is 2 carbon with a bromine. So obviously cross product will be formed. So what will be that cross product? Sir, 1, 2 with methyl. This will be the cross product, sir. So this is nothing but 1, 2, 3, 4. So 2 methyl, uh, 2 methyl butane can be formed. What will be the self Woods products? Or self Woods will be this of isopropyl, self Woods would be butane of this. So these all are my possibilities. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, as in 2 comma 3 dimethyl. So this is formed. uh, yes sir, hexane. I have butane, sir. I can have butane. So this is formed. So this can be termed as isopentane. So this is formed. Obviously, sir, hexane can't be formed. So Bombay will give your answer. 73%. Great. Moving to the next one. The group number of valence electrons and valency of Se. So doable one, beta. Still giving 30 seconds. Quick. The group number, a basic question from periodic table. The group number, so group number is obviously this belongs to oxygen family. Usse tipo. So this is group 16. So group number is 16. So A and D are done. Then number of valence electron is obviously oxygen family 6, and valency, although I have 6 valence electron, but I will have a capacity to just make 2 bonds and my octet will be complete. So valency is my combining capacity. Although I can exceed my combining capacity by making my paired electrons unpaired, but that will be forced by incoming atoms. So technically, generally my valency is the combining capacity, and my commanding capacity will be the minimum number of bonds, the minimum number of covalency. So technically it should be 2. Definitely most of you have answered this as well. 83%. Great. Moving to the next one. Time starts in 3, 2, 1, go. Quick. Chromium plus 3 in aqueous solution. So you have to think of chromium plus 3 going in aqueous solution. So what can you say about that chromium plus 3? Green colored complex it is making, sir. Then obviously what is the number of ligands associated, sir? This chromium will be taking help of 6 ammonia as a ligand, and then it will be attaining a plus 3 charge, and because of this obviously the coordination number is 6, because generally the crystal field splitting with ammonia is large enough, and if crystal field splitting is large, then I can accommodate the maximum possible number of ligands. Why less? I hope everybody is good. Chaco. uh, Chalo, perfect. I hope everybody is good. Now next one, again beta, a doable one which has highest boiling point. Then technically beta, for inert gases they have no interaction, but still if you are comparing their boiling point, then the element which is having largest size, so hai na argar kar, 0 xenon is much heavy. So this guy will be having more of, relatively, although it will not be large, but yes, relatively it will be having more of uh, London dispersion forces, weak intermolecular forces of attraction, but weak also will be there in a species which will having more mass, more size. So D will be your probable answer. Moving to the next one. Yes. Beta, please make sure you are reading these things properly. Incorrect. You have to determine the incorrect order, not the correct one. Incorrect order. Quick. The incorrect order is what? Sir, obviously, if you just look at the hydrides of oxygen family, let me just wait for everybody to finish. Because stability order, sir, this is sulfur in +6, sulfur, selenium in +6 and tellurium in +6. Sir, उससे उससे TPO. So, sir, stability of group oxidation state -2 as in +4 will increase, sir. +6 will decrease. So, sulfur will be having most stable +6 oxidation state. So, sir, that means after sulfur, I will be having selenium, then tellurium. Yes, sir, because inert pair effect. So, this is definitely correct, sir. Correct, so not an answer. Sulfur here is +4, here is selenium is +4, and here this is +4. Order of, now it is not saying stability, this is acidic character. So now you tell me, if my +4 is stable, then why I will react? I am stable. Your +4 is less stable, so you will react. And what does an acid do? Acid takes electron. So who will rather want to take electron? The elements which are more electronegative. So down the group, atomic size increases, electronegativity decreases, oxidation state are same. So technically this is also correct, because this is not asking the stability order. So a good one. Now, this one is obviously, sir, technically as you move down the group, mass increases, therefore size increases, and therefore melting point, boiling point technically increase. But sir, water, because of hydrogen bonding, will have the highest value. And then obviously you should follow your trend, which is H2S will be minimum, then H2SE, H2S will be minimum, because down the group it will decrease. It is saying order of boiling point is, sir, it is saying water is more, okay, water is highest, but after that, sir, H2S will have minimum, sir. It is saying it is having highest. No, sir, water should have highest, sir. That is, we are comfortable. After that, you should follow that trend. How? It is increasing. That means after that, who will be having, because it is not considering polonium, because that is rather radioactive. So after that, I will be having H2TE. After that, H2SE, and least will be H2S. I hope that you get it, and it is saying it is second. So that's why it is incorrect. So because incorrect, hence an answer. I hope everybody is with me. A beautiful P block logic, which 82% have got it, but a beautiful P block logic. Chalo, moving to the next one. Quick. Mass of sodium deposited. So again, you have to be a bit calculative, but let me attempt this with you. Mass of sodium deposited at cathode by passing. So this is I, this is time. That's it, sir. W is equal to ZIT, sir. So Z is E, which is sodium, so 23 by 1, by F, which is 96500, into I, which is 2, time, which is 5, but minutes, so in seconds it will be 60. Now this is just a matter of into divide, so I'm leaving this, but yes, I will definitely, and again telling you, you will get one question from Faraday law of electrolysis, this formula W equal to ZIT. So perfect, Miss Sahani or Mr. Sahani, I didn't read the name. Chalo, next question is in front of you. Time starts in 3, 2, 1. Go quick. A question from alkyl halides, beta. A question from alkyl halides. Try to read and relate with the given options, because relating with options will definitely do half of your job. Now, I hope most of you have attempted while option elimination also, because if you just do for A, which is degree of halide in SN2 reaction, sir, primary is highest, then secondary, then tertiary. If you just do for A, none of the option is saying that, so you must have got your answer, which is Delhi. But yes, make sure, less percentage, why? Let me make you attempt this. Why? Carbocation stability for SN1, then definitely, sir, carbocation stability is tertiary is highest, so this is B is 2. Order of boiling point, if R is same, then again mass will decide. So whose mass is more, sir? Mass of iodide is more, hence C is 3. Order of C bond X, bond enthalpy, sir, then size will decide. Fluorine is smallest, sir, so RF will be highest because amount of energy required to break carbon and fluorine bond will be highest because bond length is small. Bond length is small, so you have to apply more heat. Doable one, but percentage was less. That's why I am discussing it again. Number of spectral lines obtained when electrons in hydrogen atom de-excites from fifth excited state. So fifth excited state is n equal to 6 to ground state. So it is directly coming to ground state. That means spectral lines will be n into n minus 1 by 2. That means 6 into 5 by 2. That means 15. So 3 is my right answer. Moving to again here, now you have to read. So reading will take time. So read the assertion reason and give me the answer. Perfect. Read the assertion reason and give me the answer. Quick. Read the assertion reason and give me the answer. Quick. Chalo. Let us see. The question is telling, the assertion is telling me two solutions having same osmotic pressure will have same vapor pressure. Sir, osmotic pressure is same as in pi is same. So pi 1 is equal to pi 2. I know this. That means, sir, I1 C1 R T1 is equal to I2 C2 R T2. R I'm not writing because obviously it is immaterial. Now it is saying it will definitely have same vapor pressure also. Sir, vapor pressure is the pressure exerted by the vapors of those liquids. Osmotic pressure is the pressure applied on the solution side. Because in solution side solute will be so in solvent side solvent side solvent will be more, hence they will move through the semi permeable membrane on solution side. So the pressure that apply on the solution side to stop this process of osmosis is osmotic pressure. Obviously, sir, they have no mathematical relationships. Then it is saying if osmotic pressure is, then why it will be true, sir? Definitely, sir, this is false. Now reason. Relative, obviously, sir, but reason can be correct. Obviously, it will not, maybe it will not be, obviously, that is incorrect. So I cannot explain an incorrect thing, but maybe reason can be an independently correct statement. So relative lowering of vapor pressure is a colligative property. Yes, sir. It has nothing to do with the explanation, but it is a correct statement. Many students do this because that is correct, sir. Why? Remember, please, this is a correct statement, although it has got nothing to do with A. So A is false and rather B is true and has no relationship with each other. Less percentage. So expected, but Nitesh Sahani, awesome beta. Mr. Sahani, awesome. Moving to the next one. Now, vapor pressure of water increases with increase in temperature. Vapor pressure will increase, yes sir, because temperature, sir, as you increase, those vapor pressure is actually related with equilibrium constant K, and value of K will definitely increase if you increase the temperature, K as an equilibrium constant. So this is definitely correct, sir. Osmotic pressure is a colligative property, yes sir, definitely correct. That means, sir, both are correct. So this is an easy one, sir. Moving to the next one. Now, base a question from atomic structure, a high probable question from atomic structure, a high probable question, a high probable logic from atomic structure. Rather, I should not say question, or else you'll say, sir, how you know? So I would rather say a high probable logic from atomic structure. That then quick, quick. D. D. Chalo. Let me directly give you the formula. Let us revise the formula. You know the formula. The Bohr radius of hydrogen atom is approximately this. That means you are given the value of R naught. Then the radius of first excited state as an n equal to 2. So radius of R2 will be, sir, R naught into n square upon z. So 4 into this value, which is nothing but twice. Most of you have done it also. 68%. Beta, remember these formula, not important. They are very, very important. Moving to the next one. Yes, you have to do that calculation here as well. So kindly attempt it. Quick. Sir, duration. Beta, just last two questions. Last two questions and we are done. Because we have discussed around 100 questions, 90, 100 questions. And yes, high probable. And I will definitely suggest everybody to please make sure that you have attempted these questions properly. So high probable questions. Chalo. Done. Sir, any lunch break? Yes, beta. No, I'm done. I'm just here to make you understand, to make you practice these probable questions. And this, after two questions, we are done. Then you will be having your biology practice session also after this. So we are done after two questions. Okay? Chalo. Now, the question says 15 gram of C2H6 react with oxygen. Sir, the basic stoichiometry question, sir. C2H6 reacts with oxygen, sir. It will be forming CO2 and H2. Sir, basic mole concept, but yes, very conceptually sound because students find problem in solving in doing into divide. So two carbons are 6 hydrogens are 3 oxygen 4 and 3 as in 7. So I will have a 7/2 here. Now 15 grams of this, 32 grams of this. So rather let us calculate number of moles. So number of moles will be given weight upon molar mass. Number of moles will be given weight upon molar mass. So moles I have 0.5 here. Moles I have 1 here. Sir, 1 will require 3.5. So half will require half of 3.5. Sir, half of 3.5 is obviously more than 1, sir. Half of 3.5 is obviously more than 1, sir. That means I have very less of this, sir, because 7/2 will require 1, so 7 will require 2, so 1 will require 2/7, so 1 will require 2/7. That means I require 2/7. Obviously 0, but then you have to do the calculation only. So ultimately this is my limiting reagent. So checking by this is much probable. 1 requires 3.5, half will require half of 3.5, half of 3.5, half of 3 is 1.5. So half of 3.5 is more than 1.5. So I am given 1, but I need 1.5. So I do not have much. So this will be my limiting reagent. So this will decide the product. So I do not care how much of you are present. 7, I'll do this stoichiometry and I'll say 7/2 would have produced 2 moles. So 1 would have produced, do the cross multiplication as in 4/7 moles. How much I have reacted? 1. So how much I'll be producing? 4/7. So how many, what much weight? So this is mole. So it will be weight upon molecular mass of CO2. So weight of CO2 will be nothing but 44 into 4 upon 7. Now, this is just an into divide which you can do, sir. 44, 45 is 90. So 180 upon 7. Approximately 180 upon 7, sir. It will be 7, 3 is 21, 7, 4, 7, 2 is 14. So, sir, it is more than 20, less than 30. So more than 20, less than 30. More than 20, less than 30, only one option you have. So Delhi gives you a right answer. Beta, make sure you do this into divide and multiplication with confidence. Yes, not in the first go. Again, I'm telling you, not in the first go, but yes, in the later stages, you can definitely do it. Moving to the last question for the day for chemistry. Moving to the last question for the day for chemistry. Moving to the last question for the day for chemistry. Ha beta. Everybody, I hope the last one is an easy one, which is already there in your exam also. But you invest less time, more time in questions, and you do not get to reach the last one properly. So make sure you don't do that. I hope everybody has attempted it, a very doable one. This is double the carbon next to a double bonded carbon. That means it is an allylic carbon. So this is an allylic alcohol. Yes, this allylic alcohol can also have degree, 1 degree, 2 degree. Now, what about this? Sir, this is benzene. The carbon next to benzene is benzylic carbon. Yes, this is also CH3. So this is benzene. CH having methyl group, but this is my benzylic carbon, and if this is connected to alcohol, this is my benzylic alcohol, sir. Sir, this is nothing but benzene connected to OH, so this is, yes, I cannot say primary, but this is monohydric phenol. And obviously this is a OH which is connected to CH2. So this carbon is connected to only one, although this carbon is 3 degree, but I am connected with only one carbon. That means I am a primary alcohol. That means option 1 is your basic classification of alcohol question. 73% of you have got it. I am very happy with your work. God bless you, everybody. We will be coming regularly with these practice sessions. But yes, you have to promise yourself that you will be attempting these questions with copy pen, and wherever you feel you are losing some streaks, go back to the lives that we have done, or rather go back to the class notes that you have and practice these questions to best of your efficiency, so that you revise the content also where you are missing the formulas or maybe missing the concepts. So you, after practicing such questions, you get an idea that where you need to revise more. So keep doing that, keep practicing that. God bless you, and we will be meeting again very soon. So keep working. Bye bye.